in, and Jackson Merrill is going to be the one that ends up making the catch in shallow right center field. I don't think Bryce Johnson, the right fielder, had a good read on that ball at all. It's probably Tatis or Johnson's ball, but it ends up being Merrill that makes the catch, coming a long way from center to make the play in shallow right center. 2 outs, and here's Sal Stewart. 254, 12 home runs, 40 driven in. Giolito brings it home, and the pitch to Stewart is buried in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Giolito out of the windup, the kick and pitch. Way too high. Missed upstairs, and now it's a 2-ball, no strike count on Sal. Middle game of this 3-game series after the Padres rallied from behind to win last night. 2-0 pitch. Too far off the inside corner, and it's a 3-ball, no strike count on Sal Stewart. Giolito back in with a sign. Here he comes with the 3-0. And Sal watches a strike called on the outside corner. Didn't like it. He thought that was ball 4, and he was about ready to toss the bat aside and head down to first. Stays in there, no challenge. He's not afraid to challenge. We know that. Nobody has challenged more at the plate this year around baseball than Sal Stewart. Here comes the 3-1. And that's low, ball 4. So Stewart ends up working the walk after all. He'll head down to first base. 2-out walk to the Reds rookie third baseman, and now Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe climbs in with a 252 average. He has 9 home runs and 25 driven in. Had a hit last night, was 1 for 3 and struck out a couple of times. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Giolito from the belt, and he turns it loose. And Lowe swings, sends one high in the air, but shallow right field. Here comes the right fielder Johnson. He'll make the catch, side retired, and the Reds are done in the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Reds nothing, Padres coming up on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors, because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Save big on auto accessories at Menards. We have what you need to keep your vehicle looking like new. Give your car the care it needs with spray wax from Turtle Wax. Just wash your car, rinse, spray it on, and dry for the quickest way to a high-gloss shine. Save big on all Turtle Wax products. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at JTMFoodGroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
With 60 nonstop destinations, CVG will get you from the dugout to your destination in no time. Make CVG your MVP for travel convenience. Visit CVGAirport.com for more information. CVG Airport, connecting you to home runs.
Well, the Reds are certainly hoping that Chase Burns can serve the role of stopper tonight. Here in San Diego, Burns ready to go to work now against Fernando Tatis Jr. and this Padre lineup. It'll be really interesting to see how he fares against this Padre team. Burns into his windup, first pitch on the way. Tatis swings at it, skies one high in the air. Behind first, out goes Lowe into foul territory to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll do the trick. Just 27 more of those. 26 more, I guess. The Reds have been in pretty good shape today.
His pitch count would be in pretty good shape, too.
He might even be able to pitch into the 10th inning if necessary if he kept it like that.
You know, he's having such a marvelous year, but he's got such a demeanor about him that you can feel like he feels he's the ace.
Fastball strike on the outside corner to Jackson Merrill. 0-1.
Along with that comes the responsibility of really bringing your team out of a hole, and that's where the Reds are right now, and Chase Burns probably feels like he's the guy to take him there.
Merrill swings, skies one high into the air, foul off third. Sal Stewart's over to have a look. He won't have a play, though. That is back into the seats.
What I really would like to see him do tonight is to be heavy on the fastball the first time through the lineup and then start bringing out the breaking pitch after the second time through.
Misses there with a fastball, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not, second-guessing his pitching strategy.
Right.
He's striking out, 14 batters per 9 innings. But there's always a little room for improvement, and he gets another punch-out right there.
Swing and a miss. Got him there with a breaking ball, and down on strikes, Jackson Merrill. 2 men are out here in the first inning, and it brings up Manny Machado. And the way Manny Machado's been going this year, Chris, you got to believe this is going to be a tough matchup for Machado. First pitch to him is swung on and hit in the air. Short right. There's Spencer Steer waiting on it. He'll make the catch in a nice, efficient first inning for Chase Burns. 2-1 pitch outs. He got Merrill quickly, and it's a 1-2-3 first. We go to the second inning. No score. Reds and Padres on the Reds Radio Network.
Tired of being treated like just another number by your bank? It's time to switch to People's Bank of Kentucky. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff take time to get to know you and your unique financial needs, providing personalized solutions to help you achieve your goals. With convenient locations and a full range of banking services, including checking and savings accounts, loans, and online banking, we make it easy to manage your money. Make the switch to People's Bank of Kentucky and experience the difference of banking with people who care. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kentucky farmers can grow anything, but we're especially good at growing young leaders. This is Jonathan Schell, your Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture, and I'm encouraging you to make the $10 Ag Tag donation when you purchase or renew your farm license plate. Funds are distributed equally between Kentucky FFA, Kentucky 4-H, and the Kentucky Proud program. Half from 4-H and FFA comes back to your local community. Together, we can elevate all of Kentucky agriculture. Make the $10 donation and know that your support is making a difference.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson.
I'm Dr. Jessica Bryant.
This is Dr. B. River Valley Dental in Maysville offers a different approach. Enjoy a calm, personalized experience while receiving top-tier dental care. From routine checkups to advanced treatments like same-day crowns, implants, and clear aligners, our skilled team is dedicated to your oral health and comfort.
Our gentle and experienced team will guide you through every step, ensuring your comfort is our top priority.
Come reclaim your smile. Call 564-4371. River Valley Dental. Modern dentistry. Personalized care.
Have you experienced domestic or sexual violence in your lifetime? You're not alone. This violence is something that affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and races. Call the Women's Crisis Center at 564-6708 to register for our Survivors of Trauma support group.
Spencer Steer comes to plate, leading things off for the Redlegs in the second. Steer snapped his on-base streak. It was the longest in baseball when he snapped it at 24 games on Sunday. Swings and pops this foul back and out of play. That count is 0-1 on Spencer Steer. Having a fine season. 265, 9 home runs, 24 driven in. Right-hander against right-hander. Giolito back into his windup, and he deals. Pitch to Steer, swung on, lifted high in the air, left field, going back on it, Taylor. He will square up and make the catch. Well shy of the track. Steer is out, and there's one gone in the second. Now Eugenio Suarez. Boy, the Reds need him going. He is ice cold right now. 3 for his last 36. One of those 3 hits was a home run. He has 4 of those this year. But maybe Lucas Giolito is the answer. He is got a couple of hits against Giolito. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one. 2 for 4. Home run and a double with a couple of RBIs. So maybe Giolito holds the key to unlocking Eugenio Suarez. The pitch. Off the outside corner, a fastball away. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gino for 4 of the strikeout last night. Giolito into his windup, and the 1-1 pitch to Suarez. And on the ground, right side of the second baseman Tatis. He will glove and throw in time. 2 down here in the second. And up steps Matt McLain. Well, it's kind of refreshing to be able to say what I'm about to say, and that is that Matt McLain is the Reds' hottest hitter in the lineup right now. Been waiting to see that, and you just hope that it continues for McLain. Here's the first pitch to McLain. It's a fastball upstairs. McLain 2 for 3 again last night. Hit the ball hard 3 times. Doubled and walked. He's hit safely now in 4 straight. 6 for 13 over the modest hit streak. The pitch is down too low. So a rather thunderous 4-game hit streak, because of the 6 hits, 4 of them have gone for extra bases. 3 of them are homers. Giolito to the plate with a 2-0 pitch to McLain, and it's a fastball down low on the inside corner. It's a 3-ball, no strike count.
Matt is doing a lot better about getting a good pitch to hit in every at-bat. And boy, does that really change things for a hitter.
Seems so simple, doesn't it? 3-0 pitch. McLain takes high, and he works a walk. 2-out walk to McLain, just like Sal Stewart worked in the first inning. I mean, it does. It seems like a very simple concept with regards to hitting, but it's just not that easy, is it?
Yeah, it isn't that easy. No, it's not, because all of a sudden sometimes you find yourself down no balls and 2 strikes, and you start chasing pitches because you're panicking. You don't want to be caught looking. A lot of things, a lot of it is probably between the ears and not necessarily the mechanics.
McLain got a huge jump. The pitch is off the outside corner. They won't even attempt to throw to second. So stolen base for McLain. That's going to be his 8th of the year.
Giolito never looked.
Now, if Stevenson can come up with a base hit here, the Reds could be in business. The pitch, Stevenson watches a changeup, just missed from Giolito. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. That was a little bit low on the outside corner. Pretty good pitch. But it's a 2-ball, no strike count. Giolito with a high set. Here he comes with a 2-0 pitch, and Stevenson whacks one to left center field. That's going to get down to the gap for a base hit. Here comes McLain around third to score. The Reds are on the board. A 2-out RBI single for Tyler Stevenson in the left center. And the stolen base pays off for McLain. The Reds have an early 1-0 lead.
Well, it was that changeup that we were talking about, and I really do believe, watching Stevenson in this at-bat, that he was up there looking for something off speed like that, because he was not fooled one bit.
And you got to wonder if that's kind of a risk that Giolito's going to run into now. He doesn't throw hard like he did earlier in his career, swung on, fouled back, and you outlined that earlier. So, because his fastball isn't the explosive fastball, guys might be able to sit on some of the slower stuff a little more than what you can if a guy's a flamethrower.
Yeah, but do hitters actually do that?
0-1 the count on Edwin Arroyo, and he swings and sends it foul into the second deck, left side.
I think veteran hitters have a better chance of doing that, Tommy. I think that most young hitters are looking for the fastball. Everybody wants to hit a fastball, hit a piece of cheese, and that's why the changeup is still a very good pitch.
0-2 the count. Here he comes, and Arroyo swings and fouls it back. Still no balls and 2 strikes on Edwin Arroyo. Arroyo, 4 for 17 up here at the big league level. He was 1 for 3 last night with an RBI, his first major league RBI. Giolito readies at the belt. Now here he comes with the 0-2 pitch. Too high. Arroyo lays off the fastball upstairs. That fastball, for instance, that's his 4-seamer. Barely hit 90 miles an hour. Two-out walk has come back to haunt Giolito here in the second inning. Now the 1-2 pitch to Arroyo. And a breaking ball sprayed foul into the seats down the left field line. Arroyo making Giolito work a little bit here. Stevenson's on at first base with 2 outs. Reds with an early 1-0 lead in San Diego after the Padres claimed Game 1 last night. Giolito again ready at the belt, but Arroyo wants time, and he'll back out of the box and reset. Nice piece of two-out hitting by Tyler Stevenson, roping a line drive into the left center field gap. After the stolen base following the walk by McLean, and he's able to score. The pitch to Arroyo is sent foul down the right field line. That'll end up in the seats. Still a ball and 2 strikes on Edwin Arroyo, up there battling right now with a runner at first and 2 outs. Arroyo still looking for his first big league home run. Giolito, the pause. The 1-2 pitch to Arroyo. Swinging a ground ball foul, first base side. Arroyo spraying foul balls all over the place. He's pulled some down the right field line. He's sprayed some down the left field line. 7 pitches so far in this at bat with Edwin Arroyo. Giolito again turns it loose. Swung on, fouled back. I mean, Arroyo is hitting the ball in every direction but between the lines right now. Waits on Giolito. And again the 1-2 pitch. Again fouled back to the left. And Chris, that's one of the most frustrating feelings, isn't it, for a pitcher? When you've got a guy to 2 strikes and can't seem to finish him off.
Well, what it does is it reminds you don't have a pitch to put the hitter out with. So really Giolito is just trying to give Arroyo a chance to get himself out.
The 1-2. Swung on and fouled straight back. That was the 11th pitch of this at-bat.
The happiest guy on the field right now is Tyler Stevenson. He just grabbed the Terry Francona's not having him run on every one of these pitches.
I asked Arroyo about that today. He smiled a little bit. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Again. Breaking ball, and this one's lifted to left center field. On the run, Jackson Merrill, and he will run it down deep into the left center field gap. Good idea by Arroyo, but he just got a little too much air under it. The Reds get a run, though, with 2 outs here in the second, and now have a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second inning at Petco Park on the Reds Radio Network.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds. Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with the exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions, and it's the best place for all your baseball bets. Sign up today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 and over and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Hey, turn the music down for 1 second. Listen. That annoying sound is probably nothing, right? That's how expensive repairs start. John Crook here. In baseball, ignore the signs and you will pay for it. Same thing with your car, because breakdowns don't wait until you're ready. That's why there's Car Shield. They can help cover the cost of expensive repairs. When something goes wrong, you've got a plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Klosterman Baking Company is hiring. Get on-the-job training, excellent benefits, 401k, and more. Visit klostermanbakery.com/careers. Klosterman Bakery, where family values are baked right in.
Klosterman, better, you bet.
It only took Chase Burns 6 pitches to mow through the top 3 hitters in the Padre lineup. Now he's back out there with a 1-0 lead in the second. He will deal with Gavin Sheets, then Will Wagner and Samad Taylor. If anybody gets on, Bryce Johnson will take his cuts. Sheets last night 1 for 4, but that one hit was a big one, a game-tying double, and then he would score the go-ahead run on a bunt base hit. Pitch is in too tight for ball one. 1-0 on Gavin Sheets. 230, 10 home runs, 26 driven in. Pitch to Sheets, swing and a miss. Right over the top of the slider. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. You and I were talking about it a little bit in the first inning. You brought it up, and then we talked some during the break about the advantage of a pitcher that can hold something back for later. The pitch is off the outside corner, and Chase Burns has an electric fastball. We know that. And does he need to rely on his best bolt, do you think, that entire first time through the order? The pitch is on the outside corner. The count is 2-2.
I really do believe that as Chase, he's so special, though, that as he gets better and better, you're going to see him kind of hold things back and move the ball around the strike zone a little bit more the first time through the order.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him with a slider there. A strikeout of Gavin Sheets. Second strikeout of the game for Chase Burns.
And I don't mean just like nibbling around the corner when he gets ahead. I mean putting a guy out, but not necessarily showing me your best pitch, early in the ball game. But what really separates him is that he throws from such a high arm angle that his slider fastball coming out of the exact same slot.
Will Wagner now, and the pitch to Wagner is up and away for ball one.
And the slot that he throws from makes his slider go straight down. And when you have depth in your slider, you're going to get a lot of swings and misses.
1-0. The pitch to Wagner. Swinging a bouncing ball down the first base line. Foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we're talking about kind of holding something back. Now, the other part of that, say you want to break out your slider once you start to face a lineup the second time through, and maybe you're able to retire the first 9 of a game. Line drive into center field, falling quickly, and it's down for a hit in front of Dunn. He has to play it off his body. That's a base hit for Will Wagner. That's his first big league hit of the season, his first big league at bat. Just recalled today when they put Xander Bogaerts on the paternity list. So Wagner is aboard with a 1-out single, but going back to that point, let's just say you're able to move your fastball around first time through. You don't have to use the slider to get anybody out. Do you need to throw it occasionally just to have a feel for it, or do you get to a point where it's going to be there when you need it? The pitch is upstairs for ball one.
I don't think that any pitcher in baseball can just use only the fastball. I mean, you're going to mix them up a little bit, but you're not going to necessarily feature that breaking ball first pitch and, so on the first time through the order.
1-0. And it's off the inside corner.
Now, there are a lot of different pitching philosophies around that. Some are saying, hey, give me the best 5 innings you can give me and then see if you can go 6. But other people are thinking, all right, I'm going to get this guy a little bit better. I'm going to have him move the ball around.
Fastball up and in to Taylor, and it's a 3-ball, no strike count.
Which gives him a little bit better idea of how to get a hitter out on the first couple of pitches of the AB.
Burns is out of the stretch for the first time. Runner at first base with 1 man out. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and it's low, ball 4. So after the base hit by Wagner, Samad Taylor walks on 4 pitches, and now the Padres have 2 on with 1 out. Now the batter is Bryce Johnson. Johnson comes up with 2 on and 1 out. Stewart plays tied at third. The pitch to Johnson is in there for a strike called on the inside corner. Here's your umpire tonight. Home plate umpire is Malachi Moore. He's joined by the crew chief, Alfonso Marquez, at first base. Down at second, Mike Estabrook and Lance Barrett at third. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Good slider there. Pulled the string, and he had Johnson way out in front of it. Burns has found a way to dial it up when runners get into scoring position against him this year. He sets ready, looks back at second, and now throws the 0-2 pitch, and it's a soft ground ball to the second baseman. Should be 2. Arroyo to McClain, back to first, and not in time. It was rolled right to Edwin Arroyo. He came in, but he stopped. And I think the only way you're going to be able to get the double play there is if you continue to charge it.
Well, he's one of the fastest players in the system right now. Bryce Johnson's always been able to steal a lot of bases. So given the fact that he was hitting from the left side of the batter's box, gave him a little bit of an extra edge there. It was a tough double play to be turned.
So now they're at the corners with 2 outs, and here is Freddie Fermin. Fermin is homered now in 3 straight ball games. There goes Johnson. The pitch is up and away. Fake throw to second, and the runner stays put at third. So that will be a stolen base for Bryce Johnson. Gives him 5 already here at the major league level.
You know, there are more and more teams that don't even throw to second base on that type of play because they don't want their fielders leaving the position in case a little ground ball is hit and the vacated fielder allows a base hit.
The 1-0 pitch to Fermin is a fastball strike on the outside corner.
So I would say if you're running an offensive team, I mean, you run every time when you've got first and third.
1 ball, 1 strike. Second and third, 2 men are out, and here it comes. The pitch is down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Burns back into his windup. Here it comes. Swung on, fouled away. Back to the right side. That's well out of play. Into the upper deck. Like well into the upper deck. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Freddie Fermin.
Now with runners at second and third, you bring out every pitch you can. You're getting out of this situation no matter what.
Burns back into his windup, the 2-2. And Fermin sends one slicing toward the seats down the right field line. It'll end up out of play. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on Freddie Fermin.
I mean, there aren't too many pitchers that have Burns' repertoire where he's got a put-away pitch on his high fastball, he's got a put-away pitch on his slider, and you could even say the changeup, although I think the slider is probably the pitch here.
Here it comes. And it was the slider in the dirt outside. Good block by Stevenson. You'd like to go ahead and get Fermin. You have Sungmoon Song waiting in the on-deck circle. Fermin obviously on this power surge, but he is still just a 161 hitter. Burns with a payoff. And Fermin pops it up. High into the air on the infield grass. Here comes Nathaniel Lowe halfway between the mound, or between the plate and first base to make the catch. Just inside the line, and the inning is over. So he does get out of the jam. Pop out to first by Fermin. Padres ran 2 in scoring position. The Reds still lead it 1-0. We head to Chris in the third on the Reds Radio Network.
Our great-grandfather opened the first tent and meal store in 1918 to serve area farmers. We later opened our first feed mill, not only to serve our friends and neighbors, but also to more conveniently feed our own cattle. For 4 generations, our business has continued to grow and evolve to meet the needs of hardworking farm families. Though times have changed, our commitment to providing you with the highest quality products and knowledgeable customer service is as strong as ever. We invite you to see for yourself. Hinton Mills, serving farmers since 1918.
Double M Seamless Gutter and Gutter Cleaning specializes in the replacement of existing gutters, gutter repair, and gutter installation for new construction. We carry 7 different color options in stock at no additional charge. We can also take care of gutter cleaning and maintenance of existing gutters and can clean up to 40 foot. We don't climb and use no water to clean your gutter. We are a fully insured gutter installer for both residential and commercial structures. Give us a call at 606-584-5608 or like us on Facebook.
The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center is a drive-through facility, self-sorted for number 1 and number 2 plastics, paper, cardboard, aluminum cans, and metal cans. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 3:30 and Saturday from 7:30 to 11:30. All containers must be marked for self-sorting, and staff is available for assistance. The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center is permitted to accept recyclables from all Buffalo Trace counties, as well as 7 counties in Ohio, including Brown and Adams counties. The Maysville-Mason County Recycling Center, 7055 Clarkson Sherman Road.
The Shepherd's House Community Tuesday is every Tuesday from 10 o'clock to noon with the Clothing and Sewing Ministry. The free food box pantry is the 3rd Tuesday of every month. For more information, call Pastor Gordon Jones at 301-1921.
It is a 1-0 ball game. The Reds have that 1-run lead here as we go to the top of the 3rd inning, and it will be the top of the Reds lineup. Starting with Blake Dunn as we get the 3rd inning along. Dunn, a strikeout victim on a fastball his first time up. Facing the big 6'6" burly right-hander in Lucas Giolito. Giolito rocks fires. Bunn pulls the bunt, and he pulls it back for ball 1. You have Machado charging hard from third base. Giolito can be a pretty imposing figure on the mound. And the pitch is swung on, fouled off right side, and even 1-1 count to the Reds leadoff hitter. I mean, at 6'6", 250 pounds, Giolito has earned the nickname Bigfoot. And he's coming to the plate now, and it's inside and low. That's ball, and 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, he's got a nice big beard, too.
Yeah. Looks like a lumberjack, although he was born in Santa Monica. And he's coming on to 2-1. That swung and hit hard. Manny Machado onto his knee to field. Throws the first. Got him.
Wow.
What a dandy play by Machado. He went to his left. It was hit very hard by Blake Dunn. And he went down on one knee to field it. And he spun around and threw a perfect strike to first base.
And that's a pretty speedy runner. He just threw out easily from a knee. Well, there's a reason he's got a couple of gold gloves and one of them's platinum.
And now J.J. Bleday. Bleday sees one bounce in front of home plate. That's a ball. Giolito did not sign with the Padres until the very end of March. In fact, only 3 days before opening day. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit down the right field line for Bleday. He's going to take a turn at first base, but quickly over there is Bryce Johnson to get it back, and a 1-out single for the Reds into third. So now Sal Stewart. Bleday now has just made it look so easy. He's so fluid with his swing, just one of those athletes that does everything in a very smooth style. Stewart awaits, holds the bat very high and flat, and a little breaking ball in there, and Stewart immediately wants a review.
Batter challenging the call a strike.
Sal thought it was a ball. And it was a ball. Sal is proving to any doubters that he indeed does know the strike zone. In fact, that ball missed by about 2.5 inches, so the Reds will change out from a strike to a ball as Bleday takes the lead off first base, and here's the 1-0 to Stewart, and it's fouled at the plate. Lucas Giolito missed all of the 2024 season with a elbow surgery. Then he returned last year with the Red Sox and went 10-4. The 1-1 to Stewart is swung on and fouled back a little late on the heater. Towards the end of the year, though, Giolito had some elbow problems, and he was not able to be around for the postseason. Ended up being non-tendered, and that's when he went all winter long without finding a big league job. Finally got signed up for the Padres, and they put him down in the minor leagues for 4 or 5 starts before they decided to activate him and bring him up to San Diego. One ball and 2 strikes. Look for the changeup here. He loves the off-speed stuff, and it is, and it's fouled off right side. It'll be chased out of play by the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. You know, it's interesting to see the tendencies that pitchers begin to use as they see hitters time and time again. And Giolito is one of those pitchers without the blazing fastball that uses a lot of off-speed stuff when ahead in the count. And he's ahead here, 1-2. The pitch is inside. That's 3, and they make it 2-2 now. Stewart adjusts his cap. A little bit open stance, very wide stance, holds the bat flat, parallel to the ground. Inside, and a fake throw to first base has Bleday diving back, but it's a 3-2 count. So now Giolito's got to throw a strike. Padre infield thinks that Sal Stewart's a pull hitter. He's got a big wide spot open on the right side. And the 3-2 is in the dirt, ball 4. Not even close. So the Reds have a little something cooking here with the first couple of batters coming on after the Blake Dunn ground ball. A base hit by J.J. Bleday, a base on balls by Sal Stewart. And Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach of the Padres, taking a long, slow walk out to the pitcher's mound. Maybe to settle down his big right-hander.
Well, he's had some lengthy at-bats out there, too. I don't know if that's a factor. So you want to give him a breather. The good news is, that was an 11-pitch at-bat with Edwin Arroyo to end the last inning. And if you're the team batting, you'd love for that guy to get on because sometimes it's the next hitter that reaps the benefits of that long at bat.
You make up a good point, Tommy, about maybe a breather by the pitching coach coming out there. There has been a little bit of a movement, or at least some conversation about maybe giving pitchers an opportunity to call one timeout, per plate appearance. Because if you got 11 pitch at bat and you've got that pitch clock going and you don't have much time to be able to recover from the previous pitch, that can be quite strenuous and tiring on a pitcher, maybe even inviting some injury. So a brand new count and a brand new hitter is Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe, a fly ball on the first pitch he saw his first time up. Waves the bat, takes it just a little bit inside for a ball.
You do see pitchers a little bit more now with men on base just step off, not even throw, but use one of their disengagements just as a little bit of a break.
Couple of runners on base now. Giolito checks the runner at second. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. He's having a hard time finding the strike zone right now. Pitch clock set back to 20. Counting down now to right around 10, 9, and here comes the pitch by Giolito. The 2-0 is upstairs, a changeup, and it's 3-0.
We've got a pitcher out there struggling right now. You'd like to just let him keep trying to figure it out.
You let him green light him right here is the question.
Oh, yeah.
Nathaniel Lowe looking for a 3-0 right down the middle, and he gets it in off the plate, and it's ball 4. And after a base hit down the right field line by J.J. Bleday, he has walked Sal Stewart and Nathaniel Lowe to load the bases for Spencer Steer.
I'm a big fan of giving a veteran hitter, especially a veteran power hitter, the green light on 3-0 because they know how to shrink the strike zone and look for a specific pitch in a specific spot, and it might be the best one they get all at bat.
I agree 100%. Steer maybe looking for a first pitch right down the can here with the bases loaded. Breaking ball down and away, ball 1. But right now, Giolito is one of those in those grooves where he can't throw any of his pitches for a strike. Steer has to be looking for a piece of cheese right there. And a pitch on the corner on the knees. That's a good one there, 1-1. Steer waves the bat. Giolito out of the stretch. Checks the runner at third base. That's J.J. Bleday. And the pitch is outside, ball 2. Steer in the box, taps the plate, twirls the bat, bases loaded. And the 2-1 pitch. Off speed, right back to Giolito, and it goes under his glove. Here comes the shortstop. He won't make the play. And Giolito had an easy play for possibly a double play, but he went to scoop the baseball, and it went right underneath his glove. So Bleday will come around from third. Everybody else moves up one base, and the Reds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I got to believe that's going to go as a fielder's choice E1. I mean, that's as routine as it gets. Giolito even had time to charge that ball. They just bent down to glove it and missed it.
Well, you talk about a gift horse and just returning it right back to the owner. Here is Eugenio Suarez, and he rips it down the line, but foul. A little bit off the bag at third base. Got a little extra conversation going on down there at third base because Sal Stewart is the runner at third. His buddy Manny Machado is buddied up next to him down there, and they're having a good old time. Suarez 0-1. Giolito with the bases loaded still, and it's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they've got activity in the Padre bullpen. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a pitch right on the inside corner, letter high to Suarez. And that's a strike for 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reds trying to do a little add-on here early on, and the pitch is up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, this is a situation here where you want to find a gap. You really want to make the Padres have this inning hurt.
Suarez looking at that 2 ball, 2 strike count. The decision pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Took something off of it. Dropped the slider on him, and he got a strikeout. So 2 out in the inning, and it'll make it out now to Matt McLean. Boy, that was a slider that he threw right down the middle. It just kind of hung up there a little bit, and Suarez swung right through it. McLean, who has been the Reds' hottest hitter, hitting the ball very hard here, and he takes the pitch out of the zone, ball 1. Matt worked the walk his first time up, came around to score the first run for the Reds. Pitch is swung on. That's right back to Giolito, and this time he does glove it, and he'll underhand it to the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. Boy, oh boy, the Reds had major opportunity to do some damage. Well, they did pick up a run. They take a 2-0 lead. The Padres coming to bat right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk.
Life can throw a lot at us, but through all the ups and downs, your financial future will be ever gentle on your mind with Western and Southern. From life insurance to investments, our one-on-one guidance is customized for your needs today and in the future. Western and Southern, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Reds fans, what if you didn't have to choose between the celebration and the memory? With even non-alcoholic cocktails, you get both. Bold taste, 0 alcohol, so you can stay sharp, social, and in the moment. Whether you're catching the game or closing out the night, Even keeps the good times going. Proudly distributed by Topics, your hometown partner delivering today's top brands across the Cincinnati tri-state area. Big enough to deliver, local enough to care. Find Even at drinkeven.co or your favorite retailer.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds have a home run deal for you. Right now, get 40% off our Comfort 365 windows. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an extra $1,000 off a sunroom with promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule an estimate online at ChampionsSafeNow.com.
We're looking at a 2-0 Reds lead here in San Diego at beautiful Petco Park. They had nearly a full house last night, 37,000 plus. We're looking at about the same tonight. And, of course, the day game tomorrow before the Redlegs head back on their plane back to Cincinnati. And we're looking at the very 9-hitter that is Sung Mun Song. And Song takes it on the outside corner strike. He was the KBO Player of the Year before he signed his contract with the San Diego Padres. Batting left-handed, Song takes it right on the outside corner. A blazing fastball on the black. No balls and 2 strikes. or even if you didn't have the advantage of a radar gun reading in the scoreboard, the difference between the fastball of Chase Petty and Lucas Giolito is like night and day. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Song is a high fastball just a little bit above the zone. Ball 1. Petty all the way over there on the third base side of the rubber. A full windup, coming to the plate, swing and a miss. Got him on a breaking ball, made him look bad doing it. Third strikeout of the ball game for Chase Petty. And that slider is one of those pitches that hitters don't see very much because it comes right over the top. And here's Fernando Tatis. Jumps away from an inside fastball, ball 1. Tatis popped out the first pitch of the bottom of the first inning. Open stance, big, tall, strong guy. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. Boy, they don't see that breaking ball until about halfway, and then they start to slow their swing down, and that makes them look awfully out of kilter. Swung on, fouled off right side, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tatis transitioning from right field to second base a little bit this season. He's down 1 and 2, and there's a line drive into the center field. He went right out there to get a slider that Chase Petty left up in the zone, and it's a base hit on a 1-2 count, and a 1-out base runner for the Padres in the bottom of the third. Jackson Merrill, left-handed hitter, very talented hitter, having a little bit of an off year. Good lead for Tatis, but not sure he's going, and he doesn't. Rip down the right field line, hard and fair. That's going to be trouble by Merrill. He's running around second base. Here comes Tatis. He's being waved into home. The throw, there'll be no throw. And a triple by Jackson Merrill makes it a 2-1 ball game. He got a first pitch fastball right around the letters on the inner third, and he was looking for that baby. And he roped it hard down the line and drives the run in. And now Manny Machado. And Terry Francona now in the first base umpire, Alfonso Marquez. Marquez is the crew chief. Having a little conversation right outside the Reds dugout on the third base side. I'm not really sure what this could be about. It was a fair ball all the way. Maybe Francona is saying that that ball hit a part of the fence out there that should have been out of play, and it should have been a ground rule double. So he's asked for an umpire conference. They're going to get everybody together and talk it over to see if any of the other umpires saw something different. It was definitely a fair ball. And then it bounced up off the wall. The question is, did it hit a part of the wall that is out of play? If so, it would be a ground rule double. And let's pause while they're talking. Let's just take a little break and pause for station ID up and down the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Well, they're still talking. The umpire crew have all gotten together. They're going to take a look into the Reds dugout. Terry Francona.
Consultation, it is determined that the ball was left in play and the result is a triple by the hitter.
I'm not really sure what part of that fence down there. What happened was that the ball hit in fair territory and then bounced off the fence and came up, hit the foul pole again. And I think that maybe was the point of contention for Francona.
Well, if the actual metal fence above the padding is deemed out of play, then that ball would have been out of play. Because it definitely hit off the metal fencing.
Well, the umpires didn't see any different, and it'll be no play. So now it's going to be a first pitch to Manny Machado. Machado takes that slider on the outside corner for a strike. Padres threatening. It's a 2-1 game. And a pitch inside off the plate, 2-2. Or 1-1. That is Jackson Merrill at third base. Machado swings and fouls it right into the dirt and then off his kneecap, and it comes out into the foul territory. So it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Burns looking for a strikeout. The Reds have the infield in. And the 1-2 is swung on. That's going to be a base hit. They bring the infield in, and he one-hands the ball over the shortstop's head and drives the run in, and it is a 2-2 ball game. You know, just when you think you have Manny Machado out, and that was about as good a slider that you will see from Chase Burns. It was off the plate, below the knees, and Machado went right out there with one-handed. And he got it on the end of the bat, and he punched it over the shortstop's head. So a whole new ball game here as the Padres have come back to score 2 in the bottom of the third. And now a big and formidable hitter in Gavin Sheets. Burns on the mound from the stretch. Pitch to Sheets is swung on and fouled. Reds 2 runs on 2 hits. The Padres 2 runs on 4 hits. Pitch to Sheets is a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burns keeps it about as simple as you can. He's only got 3 pitches, which back in the day was plenty for starters, but now you see him with 6 and 7. Fastball, slider, changeup. And here's the pitch of Sheets. Breaking ball, that is chop foul. Burns got the sign from Stevenson. Machado, small lead at first base, swung on, that's fouled. Well, Gavin Sheets is beginning his swing just about the time that Burns gets his hand up behind his right ear. And he's got that bat head way out there pulling everything foul. We run it up the ladder here. The 1-2 outside. Tried to go upstairs, but did not catch the plate. And the 2-2. Outside. Trying to nibble away at that outside block and just not able to get it.
Well, so far, second time through the order, everybody's reached.
One out, 3-2 count. Machado goes, swung on, that's on the ground. They're not going to get 2 as Machado gets into second base, but Arroyo fields and throws it over to Nathaniel Lowe for the second out of the inning. And now Will Wagner. Wagner, left-handed hitter, swings and fouls it straight back. Will is the son of the Hall of Fame closer Billy Wagner. Remember him as one of the most dominant left-handed relievers in all of baseball. Ended up with 422 career saves. Astros originally selected Will Wagner in the 18th round. Burns fires, and it's outside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2 in for the Padres. Machado's the second base. Burns checks the runner, and to the plate it is. It's a little bit low. And the pitch by Burns is a little bit low, blocked in the dirt by Stevenson, and Machado will go nowhere. Wagner obviously came from a baseball family. His father coached him in high school, but his father also has a connection with the Reds, Andrew Abbott. Coming from the Virginia area, he actually coached a little bit of Andrew growing up. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and fouled straight back, and we've got a full count coming up with 2 outs.
As a left-handed pitcher, that's a pretty good coach to have when you're young.
You know, the most interesting thing about Billy Wagner is that he was really right-handed, and he kept breaking his right arm as a kid, so he taught himself how to pitch left-handed.
Worked out okay.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a foul at the plate. Wagner hanging in there. From the stretch, a long inning here for Chase Burns. Swung on, it's going to be a ground ball right to the shortstop, Matt McLean. Fields throws, and 3 out in the inning. But in the inning, the Padres were able to come through with a couple of runs. They tie this baby up 2 apiece here at Petco Park. We go to the 4th. Back to Tommy with the play-by-play right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, farm, or commercial property, call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig and his team are available to provide you with the service you deserve. Check out their listings at StanfieldProperty.com or call 606-301-3350. That's 606-301-3350. Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig A. Stanfield, auctioneer and broker. Equal housing opportunity.
The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center on Sutton Street in downtown Maysville has 4 historic collections in one dynamic place. Home to the KSB Miniatures Collection and Old Pogue Experience. Before tomorrow becomes yesterday, we invite you to get the whole story at the Kentucky Gateway Museum Center. Come explore with us. The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. Don't forget to like the Kentucky Gateway Museum on Facebook or visit kygmc.org. Call 564-5865.
Quality Carpet has huge selection of carpet and vinyl made in the USA. Quality Carpet also has Somerset Appalachian hardwood made right here in Kentucky. All colors and styles in stock at Quality Carpet are ready for immediate installation. Stop in and take a look at our inventory or call for a free on-site measurement. Quality Carpet at 1516 Forest Avenue across from the Maysville Cemetery. Call 564-7956 and never pay too much for flooring again.
The Shepherd's House Community Tuesday is every Tuesday from 10 o'clock to noon with the Clothing and Sewing Ministry. The free food box pantry is the 3rd Tuesday of every month. For more information, call Pastor Gordon Jones at 301-1921.
Game's all even at 2 apiece. Reds come to bat in the 4th inning, and boy, if this game doesn't go the Reds' way, I think the inning you can point to will be the 3rd. The Reds had the bases loaded, only 1 out, had to settle for just the 1 run. And really, that was fortuitous that they got that run. Tyler Stevenson leads off the Reds' 4th inning. Giolito into his windup and brings it home. And the pitch to Stevenson is up high for ball 1. Giolito has had trouble finding the strike zone. He has thrown 68 pitches so far. Only 35 of them have been strikes. The pitch, whoa, all the way to the screen on the fly. Freddie Fermin never even put his glove up to try to receive it. Giolito sent that one all the way to the backstop in the air. It's almost a 50-50 split ball and strike. Giolito's home of the 2-0. And now it is a 50-50 split. Up and in as Stevenson leans back out of the way of ball 3. Well, Giolito is just all over the place right now. Here he comes, the 3-0 pitch. And it's a strike. Just barely clipped the inside corner. He's already walked 4 Reds batters through the first 3 innings of this game. 2 of them came in that third. 3-1 pitch. Stevenson swings, lifts it in the air. Right center field on the run, Merrill. He'll wave off the right fielder, and Merrill will put it away. Stevenson's the first out of the 4th inning, and the 4th inning is brought to you by Four Roses Bourbon. Four Roses, the mellow, balanced Kentucky classic, crafted for those home run moments. Proud sponsor of the BCL Press Club, presented by Four Roses Bourbon. With 1 man out, the batter's Edwin Arroyo. Arroyo flew out to center field his first time up after an 11-pitch at-bat. So he's seen everything that Giolito has to offer. Giolito is into his windup. First pitch on the way here to Arroyo, and he bounces it in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Giolito back into his windup, and here he comes. And Arroyo way out in front of a changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giolito has always loved baseball, going back to when he was just a little kid. The pitch, and it's swung on, twisting toward the seats, and it'll end up out of play down the left field line. In fact, his parents, Rick and Lindsay, played a big part in his love for the game. Said he would sit between them while his father was cheering on the Mets, swinging and a miss and down on strikes. Edwin Arroyo strikes out against Giolito. 3rd strikeout of the game for the Padre right-hander. 2 gone here in the 4th. So his dad was a big Mets fan. His mom rooted for the Twins. Somewhat of a house divided there. Not exactly like the Mets and Twins are bitter rivals, though. The pitch is down and away for ball 1. Not the same as having one parent that's an Ohio State fan and another one Michigan. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. The count on Blake Dunn with the bases empty and 2 outs in the 4th. Tied at 2. Giolito back into his windup, and he's home with a 2-0 pitch. Dunn watches a strike hit the outside corner. Now the pitch in the dirt to Dunn. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Had a little conversation with Blake today about his high school athletic prowess.
Okay.
I mean, this guy was one of the best high school athletes in Michigan when he was there. He won a number of hurdles, the high hurdles, the 300, the state championship 3 times.
3-1 pitch, and Dunn takes high. Oh, that's called a strike. Dunn says, no, it's not.
Batter's challenge and call a strike.
So let's find out.
Oh, it's over his head, isn't it?
Looked like it. Yeah, it was high.
Ball's overturned. Cincinnati.
It was high enough that it looked like it was, well, it was almost 2 inches above the zone.
So he wins the 3-state championship in the 110-meter and the 300-meter hurdles. In football, he played every position on the field, including quarterback. And he scored 824 points in his career.
Dunn, big lead at first. He's thinking about going, and now Giolito's just going to step off and turn his shoulders to look him back to first base. I think Dunn has every intention of running here.
Yeah, Giolito doesn't seem to be looking at him very well, but I wonder if the Padres have one of those timing plays, those pickoff plays.
Dunn not going. The pitch is low and inside for ball one to Bleday.
And what I mean by that is that where the pitcher doesn't even look at the runner at first base, the catcher does. He looks at him in the corner of his eye, and he gives a signal to the pitcher when to throw over.
Giolito sets. Dunn not going again. Enough of a distraction that Giolito buries another changeup down and into J.J. Bleday, who singled into right field and came around to score.
Dunn was also recruited by a couple of colleges as a pitcher only. But he decided he wanted to play in the field. That's why he ended up at Western Michigan.
Great athlete. Picked to first and Dunn easily back into the bag. It's kind of how that goes, isn't it? Some guys they can do whatever they want athletically. Dunn again inching off the bag at first base. Big lead. He's going. Giolito long hold. There he goes. The pitch is a strike. Throw to second and not in time. Dunn still stole the bag pretty easily. The pitch was a strike to Bleday over the outside corner. Couldn't have been a better pitch for Freddie Fermin to handle.
And really, Freddie Fermin did everything that he could. There's no way that he could have thrown it any better. It's just that Dunn had gotten such a huge lead at first base. He was about a third of the way to second.
He had a pretty good idea that Giolito wasn't going to go over there another time. Fourth stolen base of the year for Dunn. Now he's in scoring position. 2 outs and the 2-1 pitch to Bleday. Swung on and skied in the air. Shallow center, the shortstop Song is out. Waving off Tatis. Song will make the catch in short center, and the inning is over. So that does it for the Reds here in the fourth. A little 2-out threat, but Dunn stranded. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still tied. Reds and Padres 2-2 on the Reds Radio Network.
When your child needs care fast, but your regular doctor isn't available, trust the hometown team that knows kids best, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care. Our pediatric experts care for newborns, kids, and teens, now with 6 convenient locations. Get lab tests and x-rays on the spot with results during your visit. And for minor illnesses and injuries, try virtual urgent care available 24/7 so you can get care without leaving home. Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care, here for every kid. Learn more at cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
Fuel up at Ralph's American Grill, home of burgers that don't mess around. Barbecue bacon, black and blue, stacked, loaded, and built to satisfy. Or step up to the Big Rig Challenge, 6 patties, loaded fries, and a milkshake in 45 minutes. Visit ralphsgrill.com.
It was a laborious inning for Chase Burns in the third. He had to throw 26 pitches. Now he's up to 54 as he goes to work against Samad Taylor. The first pitch to Taylor's up and in. Nope, they called that a strike. First pitch slider. Looked like it might have been a little high, but no, it's right in there. An 0-1 on Taylor. Burns back into his windup. The 0-1 pitch. Taylor drops down a bunt, and it's a dandy up the third base line and hit off the lip of the grass and roll into foul territory. 0-2 now on Taylor, and he'll have to come back to the plate. It was a great bunt. It was in the dirt right up the third base line, and it was rolling more fair. The problem was it hit the lip of the grass, and when it did that, it kicked it into foul territory. I think he was actually a little surprised that it went foul. Padres have action in their bullpen now. They have David Morgan starting to throw. So you wonder if Giolito's night is done after just 4 innings. First pitch, or the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he just blew a fastball by him there. Down on strikes, Samad Taylor. Well, there's one gone here in the 4th. We owe you Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question. We don't even owe you an answer yet because we haven't given you the question. So let's start with the question. In his first season with the Reds, this player kicked off the year by becoming the first player in Reds history to hit a walk-off home run on opening day and ended the same season playing for the Padres. Who is it? First pitch, a strike to Bryce Johnson. The count is 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch, down and away. A, Rich Aurelia. B, Carlos Hernandez. Or C, Joe Randa.
Well, I do not think it's Rich Aurelia.
Nope. The 1-1. Bunted foul, back into the net.
Carlos Hernandez, he wasn't a catcher, I don't believe.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the catcher that the Reds had that hit a walk-off home run on opening day. It wasn't Hernandez. I want to say it was Joe Randa. I know that Joe hit an opening day home run to win the ball game.
The pitch is off the inside corner. Correct. That's who I'm going with, is Joe Randa.
And it would be the guy that was affectionately nicknamed the Riddler, after the Riddler and Batman.
Always had that big smile. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Bryce Johnson's down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Burns to begin the 4th inning. He has 5. That's what I'm going to say. Joe Randa. Let Joe
come back
the
here
Riddler.
for Chase Burns here in the
it is. Made quick work of the first 2 batters. Now Freddie Fermin. We'll give that a little inning to marinate, and then we'll revisit that. Pitch is too high. Count is 1-0 on Freddie Fermin. You're not thinking of the guy that's on TV now, the analyst, swing and a miss?
No. He hit it opposite field to right field into the sun deck.
Now the 1-1 pitch to Freddie Fermin. Up and away. 2 balls and a strike on Fermin. Well, I'm afraid I'm of no help right now.
Oh, nor am I. If you can't help yourself, who can you help?
I'll back out of play. 2-2 on Freddie Fermin.
Ramon Hernandez.
Okay. It's not him.
I don't know if Ramon ever did play for the Padres. I'm pretty sure that Joe Randa did.
Yeah. I don't really remember him playing for the Padres, but I do know that he hit a home run, a walk-off home run on opening day. The pitch is in the dirt. Three balls, 2 strikes on Fermin, the number 9 hitter, or number 8 hitter. He's the number 9 hitter last night. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. Fermin sprays it foul high into the net above the first base camera well. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Burns back into his windup and the payoff. Fermin pulls it on a line right to Sal Stewart, who bends down and makes the waist-high catch off to his left. Inning over. It's a 1-2-3 4th for Chase Burns. On to the 5th we go. 2-2, Reds and Padres on the Reds Radio Network.
Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family. With 7 locations throughout the region, they provide a comprehensive range of medical services for the entire family and work to keep health care affordable. Primary Plus offers primary care, OBGYN, dental, dermatology, x-ray ultrasound, occupational medicine, on-site pharmacies that offer significant cost savings, and mental health care at Primary Plus Counseling Services, which now has a new expanded office at 910 Kenton Station Drive in Maysville. Primary Plus always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net.
Hi, Vicki. How's your knee doing?
It feels better, Doctor. Those painkillers worked great. I was hoping to get some more.
We're being very careful with prescription painkillers. Let's continue with therapy and off-the-shelf anti-inflammatories for now.
Prescription painkillers are America's newest epidemic, causing abuse and addiction for millions. The smaller the dose prescribed and taken, the better. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and the Orthopedic Trauma Association. Visit orthoinfo.org/prescription safety.
Let's get real. It's not about doing what you're supposed to do. It's about doing what you want to do. At Maysville Community and Technical College, you'll find better, faster ways to do just that. Become a nurse in just 2 years, or get a certificate in a high-demand field in just a few months. You can even get the first 2 years of college out of the way for way less money. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Have you experienced domestic or sexual violence in your lifetime? You're not alone. This violence is something that affects people of all ages, backgrounds, and races. Call the Women's Crisis Center at 564-6708 to register for our Survivors of Trauma support group.
David Morgan is the new pitcher for the San Diego Padres. Lucas Giolito did indeed only last 4 innings. They'll bring in Morgan, a second-year major leaguer, 41 games last year for Morgan. This is game number 13, 2-0, with an earned run average a little bit north of 5.
Morgan goes to work now against Sal Stewart, leading off the Reds' 5th inning. First pitch on the way to Stewart, way off the inside corner. Boy, the Reds probably kicking themselves a little bit that they didn't do more damage against Giolito with the way that he struggled to find the strike zone today. Had to settle for just 2 runs against him. Morgan's 1-0 pitch, and Stewart in there for a called strike. But he's a veteran pitcher, Giolito. And he was able to make some pitches when he had to. Walked 5 over 4 innings. Morgan comes set. Now the 1-1 pitch. And Stewart takes off the inside corner, started to offer at it, but didn't go.
Yeah, Giolito really an interesting case because here he broke into the scene as a major leaguer throwing 100 miles an hour, and now he's, maybe on his last legs, but he's still in there, throwing about 90.
2 balls, 1 strike on Stewart. The pitch to him off the inside corner, still figuring out ways to get major league hitters out. I really admire guys that just find a way to continue to have success.
100% agree. And I think that, if they're good clubhouse citizens, they can be a real boost to the ball club.
Well, they can certainly help your pitching staff. 3-1. Morgan to the plate with a 3-1 pitch. Sal went after ball 4 on a high fastball, but came up empty. So now the count fills up at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Morgan's got a live arm. That ball came in at 96, has some ride on it.
Morgan comes set. Now here he is with a payoff pitch to Stewart. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball over the outside corner. Stewart strikes out. There's 1 gone here in the 5th. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Nathaniel Lowe at the plate with nobody on and 1 man out. Morgan high set, he fires, and the pitch is in the dirt for ball 1 to Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe's flied to right and walked. Batting with the bases empty and 1 out. He walked as part of that Reds rally in the 3rd inning where they got only 1. Ended up leaving the bases loaded. Perfect example of Giolito making some good pitches. The pitch is off the inside corner. And really, you look at that inning, Giolito really made some good pitches when he had to. The time where the Reds scored was on the error by Giolito himself on a little slow comebacker right back to the mound that probably should have had him out of the inning altogether. Pitch, Lowe takes off the inside corner and low.
When you play the Padres, we talked about it last night, Tommy, you realize that their bullpen is pretty much lights out.
Yeah.
And you want to do all your damage you can to that starter early in the ball game.
And you're running out of time to avoid getting to that bullpen. The pitch to Lowe is a fastball at the top of the zone for a called strike. 3-1 on Nathaniel Lowe. Morgan readies. And the 3-1 pitch, high and outside, ball 4. Lowe aboard with a 1-out walk. Second time that he's walked tonight. Brings up Spencer Steer, who is back in the lineup after getting the day off yesterday. It was used as a pinch hitter late and struck out, but day after snapping that long on-base streak, Terry Francona gave him a day. Back in the lineup tonight. Right-hander comes set. First pitch to Spencer Steer. Swing, and there's a soft chopper foul at the third base line. The count is 0-1 on Steer. Steer has handled the Padres quite well in his career. .288 lifetime hitter against San Diego. His OPS, it's really the second best of anybody that he's played a lot of games against. The only team that he hits better, the Twins. You can throw the White Sox in there too, but he just doesn't see the White Sox as much. Right-hander comes set, and here comes Morgan to Steer. The pitch is a strike. Slider hits the outside corner. Now it's 0-2 on Spencer Steer. The number that really stands out is his 7 career home runs against the Padres. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt outside. Of course, Spencer is from Long Beach, California. So he's right at home here in San Diego. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Steer. Runner on at first base with 1 man out. And here comes Morgan with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Fastball up and away. And Steer couldn't catch up to it. 2 away in the 5th. Now Eugenio Suarez. Suarez is grounded out to the second baseman and struck out. Morgan has the sign, comes set. Now here he comes with the first pitch to Suarez. And a strike across the knees. 0-1 on Eugenio Suarez. Morgan, a couple looks over at Lowe. He's not going anywhere at first, and Suarez watches the strike. Right-hander against right-hander. Suarez wanding the bat out over the plate. Morgan a long look in, now straightens. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. Down on strikes, Eugenio Suarez. 3 strikeouts the inning for Morgan. And David Morgan mows down the Reds here in the 5th. A walk and 1 left. Still tied at 2. Halfway through it in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey, Reds country. Barry Larkin here. I played in games where 1 call changed everything. Safe, out, strike 3. In baseball, the call can decide a moment. In life, sometimes a call can save one. For families waiting on hope, that call can mean a second chance. That's why I support Network for Hope. I am a voice of hope. To learn more and register, visit networkforhope.org. Reds fans, will you answer the call?
This is the Cowboy, Jeff Brantley, for my good friends at Grippo's.
Grippos has been a hometown favorite since 1919 and is the official chip of the Cincinnati Reds. The third, fourth, and fifth generations of the Grippos family are committed to making the freshest, highest quality potato chips and snack foods you can eat. Grippos is the original fun food company because they've been having fun satisfying your craving for snack food for over 107 years. So when somebody tells you to get a grip, you know what they mean. Get Grippos.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Rolling Homes. Built in Cincinnati, built on trust. If you want to skip the hassle of selling your home, we can help. Just a straightforward cash offer and a closing timeline that fits your needs. Call 513-513-CASH. Rolling Homes. Call us today and see how easy selling your home can be.
Fifth, Chase Burns back to work and pours in a first pitch strike. Slider over the outer half of the plate. 0-1 on Song. 71 pitches now for Burns after that first pitch strike. He's back into his windup and home of the 0-1. Song checked his swing. It's a strike on the outer half. The count is 0-2. Song a strikeout his first time up. 1 of 5 Chase Burns strikeouts tonight. The right-hander winds and deals. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a foul right at home plate. It's no ball, 2-strike count. If you're listening tonight on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle up. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher, Burns 0-2 in the dirt. Buried that slider way out in front of home plate. No chance Song was going to offer at that. And it's 1-2. Another picture-perfect night for baseball here in San Diego. A 1-2. Grounded foul over by the on-deck batter and leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. They got their third inning rally started with a base hit. Burns a batter away from starting through the Padre lineup for the third time tonight. Here he comes with a 1-2 pitch. Whoops. Overthrew that fastball in tight, and Sung walks back out of the way of it as the count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe tried to reach back for a little extra. It was in there at 97 miles an hour. It's kind of funny how sometimes you reach back, now the 2-2. Too high, and now it's full count, 3-2. You try to reach back for something extra. Not only do you usually not have your best control with it, but the other part about it is oftentimes you don't even throw it as hard.
100% correct. It's funny because maybe the term reaching back is what fools the pitchers, because you really don't want to reach back for more. You add speed to the pitch at the very end when you flick your wrist and that ball comes off your fingertips.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider over the outside corner and down. 6 strikeouts now for Chase Burns as he fans Song to begin the Padre 5th inning. Now Fernando Tatis Jr. Another good-looking crowd tonight in San Diego. Boy, they draw well here, don't they? Tatis Jr., first ball swinging, launches one to right, going back, steer, leaps, can't get it. It's going to bounce over his head and over the wall for a ground rule double. So Tatis, who the Reds held hitless last night, has been the Padres' hottest hitter. Now he's got his 8th multi-hit game in his last 15. With a single and now a double in each of his last 2 trips to the plate.
Corello, was this part of the lineup did the damage to Chase Burns back in the 3rd inning? Tatis with a single, Jackson Merrill with a rip double down the right field line, and then Machado drove him in.
Burns to the plate now to Jackson Merrill. In the dirt, ball 1. See your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers for the trail-dominating new Toyota Tacoma. more powerful, capable, and efficient than ever with an available iForce Max hybrid engine. Tatis off second, one out. Burns back home now with a 1-0 pitch. Off the outside edge. And it's a 2-ball, no strike count on Jackson Merrill.
Well, it was a letter-high fastball that Jackson Merrill got that ripped down the right field line for that triple. Looks like this time Chase Burns is trying to stay away from him a little bit.
The 2-0. Grounded foul. First base side. That'll go down the steps of the Padre dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike on Merrill. Burns back off the mound. Quick breather. Right back on top again. Burns comes set. Now here he is with the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a weak ground ball to the right side. Backhanded by Lowe. Feeds it to the pitcher. Burns just does get to the bag ahead of Merrill racing down the line. It took a split second for Burns to find the bag after taking the throw from Lowe. Instead of finding the bag, then taking the throw, he had to find it after he had the ball. But he got there and got the out. Just barely.
Yeah, this is a really good play, and I think people who have never tried to be involved in this 3-1 play where the first baseman is basically throwing it sidearm to you as you're trying to find the baseball and tag the base at the same time. It is a hard thing to do. Burns, an exceptional athlete. An ideal way to play that play is to get the pitcher the ball first, and then he can look down and find the bag in a normal step. But it was too close for that to happen.
So they get the out, runner at third base, and now Manny Machado is the batter. And I think they want to reset the pitch clock. Malachi Moore.
You know, Stevenson went out there and had a little conference with Burns. And remember what Machado did last time. Hit Burns' best slider over the head of the shortstop for a base hit.
And he low bridges him here with a fastball up under his chin. Machado twists back out of the way of it. Folks here don't like it.
I kind of like that. Unintentional, of course.
Well, yeah. But since it happened, you can use it to your advantage now. The 1-0. Up high again. Machado again. Leaning back out of the way. It was in. Now 2-0 on Machado. And here's Burns with the 2-0 pitch. Low and outside. It's 3-0. Of course, you like it a lot more when the next couple pitches are in the strike zone. Now Burns in danger of putting Machado aboard. This game tied at 2. Fernando Tatis Jr. dancing down the line at third. Swing and a miss is a slider. But with that runner at third base, Burns out of the windup.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more effective out of the windup tonight.
Burns again eyeballing Tatis, the 3-1, and Machado pops it up. High behind short, backpedaling McLean, waving his arms, calling for it, catching it for the final out of the 5th inning. So Burns is through 5. The Reds and Padres are tied at 2 as we head to the 6th inning here in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
Hi, this is Shannon with the Buffalo Trace District Health Department, serving both Mason and Robertson counties. Our community health educators are available upon request to provide health education presentations on a wide variety of topics, along with classes like car seat checks, freedom from smoking, CPR and first aid classes, Safe Sitter, and many more. For more information, call 606-564-9447 or 606-724-5222.
Did you know that anyone can make a referral to Hospice of Hope? It's true. You don't have to wait for a physician to bring up the conversation. If you or someone you know is struggling with a life-limiting condition, we can have one of our specialized nurses make visits to your home to determine if you would benefit from our services. We often hear from our families. We wish we had called you sooner. Call Hospice of Hope, serving counties in Kentucky and Ohio at 1-800-928-4848.
This is David Irie, president of the David Irie Foundation. I suffered a spinal cord injury playing baseball my senior year of high school. Since then, we created the David Irie Foundation, which raises money for spinal cord injury research and also high school scholarships based on awareness and preventing spinal cord injuries. If you would like to check us out or donate, look us up at DIF35.org or check us out on Facebook at Team Irie. That's Team IERY.
Whether it's a natural disaster devastating thousands or a home fire affecting a family, the American Red Cross is there. I'm Jennifer Adrio, CEO of the Kentucky Region Red Cross. Help us as we celebrate 100 years in Kentucky. Contact your local Red Cross today.
Reds come to bat, 6th inning. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Redlegs here in the 6th. Matt McLean to lead things off. David Morgan's back out there for San Diego in the 6th inning. The right-hander home with the first pitch to McLean, and it's a fastball at the top of the zone for strike called. It's 0-1. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Morgan sets ready, and now he's home with the 0-1 pitch. Check swing on a slider down and away. They asked to see if he went, and Alfonso Marquez says, sure did. 0-2 now on Matt McLean. Pierce Johnson was back on the mound for the Redlegs today, threw a bullpen today here in San Diego. He seems to be progressing nicely. Ellie De La Cruz continues to make progress. 0-2 pitch to McLean, way high and outside. Emilio Pagan's bullpen yesterday went well. All reports were good on that. They're still trying to hold him back a little bit. He'll get re-imaged again soon, and then after that, they'll have a better idea just how much he can push the hamstring. The pitch is in the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Fermin. Even though the bases are empty, he was still going to make sure that that ball didn't get away. It was funny because he pounced on it as though there was a runner on base. There's not. 2-2 on Matt McLean. Leading off the Reds' 6th inning of this 2-2 tie here at Petco Park. Morgan the pause and the 2-2 pitch. In too tight to McLean with that slider, and Fermin thought it was a strike. So let's find out. And barely. Just did catch the inside corner, the very tip top of the zone. Shaved the inside edge. McLean's down on strikes. David Morgan has struck out 4 of the 5 batters he's faced. The only guy who didn't strike out, he walked.
Not bad for a pitcher that was never drafted. Came out of an NAIA school.
Morgan pauses. Now he throws to Tyler Stevenson. Fastball strike on the outside corner.
He came out of Hope International University, which is up in Fullerton. And in college, he never even pitched very much. In fact, they said that he only pitched about 9 innings. But he got a tryout, walked on, and he's become a valuable part of the Padre bullpen.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Stevenson's down to the count 0-2. Just another example why you never give up on your dream. David Morgan, now 26 years old, from Mission Viejo. In his 2nd year with the Padres, put up great numbers last year in 41 games. Had an ERA under 3. Now Morgan's 0-2 pitch to Tyler Stevenson. And he swings and skies one way up into right field. Out goes the first baseman, Sheets. Here comes Johnson. It'll be the right fielder, Bryce Johnson, to put it away for the 2nd out in the 6th. We owe you an answer to our trivia question. The question again was, in his first season with the Reds, this player kicked off the year by becoming the first player in Reds history to hit a walk-off home run on opening day, and ended the season that same year playing for the Padres. Who is it? A, Rich Aurelia. B, Carlos Hernandez. Or C, Joe Randa. We both said the Joker. Joe Randa, the pitch. Off the outside corner to Edwin Arroyo. Flash to bunt. The count is 1-0.
Now, I should remind you that Richard really did play for the Padres.
I do know that he played for the Padres. Did he hit a walk-off home run on opening day?
Can't remember if he did or not.
I know that Joe Randa did. Pitch is hit sharply on the ground through the right side. A base hit. And Arroyo is on. 2-out single for Edwin Arroyo.
Yeah, you might say that Edwin Arroyo really deserved that base hit after that long at bat that he had against Lucas Giolito that ended in and out. I mean, he finally gets kind of vindicated a little bit.
So he's on with 2 outs. So what do you want to do? Do you want to stay with?
I think I'll stay with the Riddler, Joe Randa.
Okay. And let's see. The answer is, in fact, C. Joe Randa, signed by the Reds as a free agent prior to the 2005 season. Third baseman Joe Randa forever etched his name in Reds history by following up Adam Dunn's game-tying 2-run home run in the bottom of the 9th inning with a solo home run for a Reds walk-off victory over the Mets on opening day. Randa hit .289 in 92 games for the Reds that year and then was traded to the Padres near the deadline in July of that season on the 23rd. Visit to the mound from Ruben Niebla. A rather long conversation out there. Pitching coach having with his reliever. You don't see many visits to the mound from the pitching coach with relievers. They don't get as much communication, it seems like, with the pitching coach as the starter does. They get a lot of face time with the manager.
So maybe he's just trying to get David Morgan to feel a little special.
Maybe so. Here's Blake Dunn. Morgan turns and fires his first, and Edwin Arroyo is back to the bag safely.
Just came out to tell you that I'm thinking about you.
None. We haven't had much of a chance to chat out here throughout the year. How is everything? Family good? First pitch to Blake Dunn. On the way. Swing. There's a looping liner over the head of the leaping Tatis Jr. Hits into right center field for a hit. Around to third is Arroyo on the 2-out base hit by Blake Dunn. He's on for the second time. And the Reds have him at the corners with 2 away. And the batter is J.J. Bleday.
What a really good adjustment that Blake Dunn is being made up here at the big league level. I mean, he does not look anything like the hitter that we saw last year.
Not even close. The Padres manager is Craig Stammen in his first year. He is now on his way to the mound, which means David Morgan will have to exit. And he will. So Morgan will leave. New pitcher coming on for the Padres. The Reds have him at the corners with 2 outs. This game's all tied at 2. We'll tell you all about the new arm when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
GABP is the place to be June 12th through the 14th when the Reds take on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Start your weekend with another Nike City Connect Friday. Fans in attendance on Saturday will receive an Andrew Abbott City Connect bobblehead thanks to St. Elizabeth Healthcare while supplies last. On Sunday, honor those who have served our country during Veterans and Military Appreciation Day presented by Hamilton County Veterans. Secure your seats now at reds.com/tickets.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
When your child needs care fast, but your regular doctor isn't available, trust the hometown team that knows kids best, Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care. Our pediatric experts care for newborns, kids, and teens, now with 6 convenient locations. Get lab tests and x-rays on the spot with results during your visit. And for minor illnesses and injuries, try virtual urgent care available 24/7 so you can get care without leaving home. Cincinnati Children's Urgent Care, here for every kid. Learn more at cincinnatichildrens.org/urgent.
The Padres bullpen begins to really start to work in earnest here at Petco Park tonight. Adrian Morjan, a left-hander that we saw last night, the former Cuban superstar who the Padres signed to a big-time contract years ago. Upper 90s fastball, very tough customer on the mound.
Morejon, a left-hander with the runner at first base done. Bleday at the plate, left-hander against left-hander. Morejon to the plate. Swing and a miss. The first pitch breaking ball down and away. The count is 0-1 on J.J. Bleday. Dunn was off and running in the fourth. He stole second base. Was left stranded there. See if the Reds have any thoughts of putting him in motion here. Morejon readies, eyeballs the runner. Throws the plate. The pitch is going to dive low. Slider down, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dunn right back out to his lead. Sheets holds him at first. Morejon from the belt. Looks over at first, now to the plate. Fastball in for a strike. Sinking at the knees, 98 miles an hour to the left-handed hitting J.J. Bleday, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. We're in the 6th. Reds have 2 on with 2 out. David Morgan, an inning and 2/3 out of the bullpen after the starter Lucas Giolito went 4. Morejon's 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Swung on and slapped into the net above the third base dugout.
Morejon is now 27 years old. The Padres signed him when he was 17 and gave him a whopping $11 million bonus, one of the largest international signing bonuses ever. He's been with the same ball club ever since.
Morejon comes set. Dunn was running on the last pitch. See if he's going here on the 1-2 to Bleday. He is. Swung on and fouled straight back. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bleday able to fight off the 99-mile-an-hour heater.
You know, other than Aroldis Chapman, it's hard to find left-handers that throw as hard as Adrian Morejon.
Morejon comes set. Dunn's been running on the last 2. Morejon doesn't seem to care. 1-2 pitch, running again and again fouled away by Bleday. Deja vu for the Reds. Remember, it was Edwin Arroyo that kept running yesterday on 2 strike pitches. That ended up being, 11 or 12 pitches headed back. Yeah. Dunn's been running on the last 3 here.
He's a former track star.
There you go. He's used to it. Morejon back home again with a 1-2. And a breaking ball dives low and no even throw to second. So it will be a stolen base for Blake Dunn, about the easiest one he'll have in his life. Nobody even broke to cover second. Could be a big play. Bleday can come up with a 2-out knock. The Reds will get a pair of runs. Morejon to the plate. Swung on, fouled left side into the second deck. Still holding at 2 balls and 2 strikes on J.J. Bleday. 8 pitches in this at bat. Pretty good battle here between these two. Again, the lefty sets ready. The 2-2. Swinging a tip foul, but Fermin holds on to strike 3. Reds strand 2 in the 6th. Still tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
Reds fans, the MLB season's in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. FanDuel, an official partner of the Cincinnati Reds. 21 plus and present in Ohio. No purchase necessary. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Some of the most interesting conversations and important questions about the present and future can happen around the dinner table table with the ones you love. For answers you can trust, rest assured Western and Southern's family of companies is always here, enabling you to cherish every moment, big and small, so you can live the life you want to live for generations. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started today.
Ever smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Hey, Reds fans! United Dairy Farmers has a sweet deal for you during the month of June. Stop by your local United Dairy Farmers store this month and use the UDrive Plus app to save big on Skittles and Starburst. Purchase 2 king-size Skittles or 2 king-size Starburst for just $6, or 2 standard-size Skittles or Starburst for only $4. Download the UDrive Plus app and register now to start saving. Offer good while supplies last. Get this great offer and other summer treats only at United Dairy Farmers.
Promo West Productions and Michelob Ultra present Spoon in the Best, June 30th at Megacorp Pavilion. Tickets on sale now at access.com. For more information, visit promowestlive.com. Don't miss Spoon in the Best, June 30th at Megacorp Pavilion.
Reds and Padres are even at 2. Padres come to bat. Bottom of the 6th inning. Gavin Sheets leads it off for San Diego with Chase Burns back out there here in the 6th inning. He's thrown 88 pitches. His first pitch on the way to Sheets is off the inside corner for ball 1. 1-0 on Gavin Sheets. The 1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, called a strike. Burns is home with a 1-1. Swinging a foul back. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire Beer, Cheese, and Pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group, let's create great dishes together. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Burns fires. Sheets takes way too high. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. The 2-2. And strike 3 called. Froze him with a fastball at 98 over the outside corner. Sheets is down on strikes as we pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Will Wagner takes down and away for ball 1. Wagner singled in the 2nd inning. Grounded to short his last time up, and he waits. The 1-0, swing and a miss. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wagner drafted out of Liberty University in Virginia. Stayed in his home state. 1-1. Up and away. Lynchburg, Virginia. You ever spent any time up in Lynchburg, Virginia?
I have not. Maybe it's about time to start.
2-1 off the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Speaking of spending time at places, I decided I was going to check out a different part of San Diego today.
Where'd you go?
I ended up going to Old Town, because I thought, Old Town Scottsdale's cool. Wonder how Old Town San Diego is. Pitch is in there for a strike. It is, well, it's very much not Old Town Scottsdale. I'll put it to you that way.
There's only one Old Town Scottsdale.
3-2 up and away, ball 4. Down to first base, Will Wagner. Who works a 1-out walk. Yeah, found that out. If you come to San Diego and you're looking for things to do, you can leave that spot off your list. I mean, if you want to check it out, fine. There's some neat things about it. Like, it's got some old buildings. It's kind of like, feels old westerny, but not for me. Conference on the mound now. And the Reds are going to work out in their bullpen. Runner on at first base with 1 out. Samad Taylor's at the plate. Right-hander against right-hander. Taylor has good speed, so he's tough to double up if you're thinking those lines. Meeting's over. Burns back to work. Third baseman Stewart's tight, expecting a bunt. Lowe holds the runner. Now Stewart backs up as the pitch comes in, and the slider misses low. 1-0 on Samad Taylor. It's almost as though Sal Stewart is just daring him to bunt. Burns fires. Again, no sign of a bunt from Taylor's. The fastball misses off the outside corner. The fastball velocity now is way down. That fastball 93 miles an hour. He's been up to 99. It's a big dip. He's over 100 pitches. Fastball's in for strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Samad Taylor. So you got to believe that Chase Burns is probably nearing the end of the line. The right-hander from the belt deals the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away off the right side. We had a 22-pitch second inning, and then a 26-pitch third. And that is really what has shortened his outing tonight, even though he's still pitching fairly deep into this game, getting into the 6th. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Taylor.
Well, as a backup, they've got Brock Burke, the left-hander in the bullpen, and a switch hitter on the on-deck circle for the Padres.
Here's the 2-2. Swung on, line in the left center field. It'll fall in for a base hit. Over to cut it off is the center fielder Dunn. He backhands it. The ball kicks away from him slightly, but he still gets to it quick enough. Into second base is Taylor with a double. He gets it back in so that Wagner doesn't score, but he is around to third. It's a double for Taylor, his first of the year. It's only his 3rd hit, and that's it for Chase Burns. So he's out of the ball game. Pitching change made with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. It'll be Brock Burke coming on to face the switch-hitting Bryce Johnson. When we come back, tied at 2, Reds and Padres in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
To live the life you want to live, Western & Southern is here to help you figure it all out. Our ever-expanding range of life insurance, retirement, and investment solutions are designed to do all the outworking, outthinking, and outperforming so you can outdream. We'll do the heavy lifting to help protect your family's financial future, grow your wealth, and to help make your dreams happen. Western & Southern, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Visit westernsouthern.com to get started today.
Ever smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Now that Wendy's has these new biggie deals, everyone in the family can get what they're craving, from nugs to JBCs. The parental units can get an $8 biggie bundle, the eldest who thinks they're so grown can get a $6 biggie bag, and the little one who can do no wrong can get a $4 biggie bites. You know, assuming they have a credit card. No, I'm kidding. We take cash too. 4, 6, and $8 biggie deals for the whole family. Only at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in California and Hawaii.
Tommy Throa, voice of the Reds here. If your current defense can't handle a lineup of pests, it's time to make a call to the bullpen. Rose Pest Solutions can mow down pests of all kinds year-round with the Rose Home Service Program. Depending on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, all of which come with a dedicated technician. The Rose Home Service Program is the ideal way to stay ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problem? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Well, a Wolvers mustard pitching change has been made. Terry Francona to the mound. He made the change. He brought in the left-hander from the bullpen. And that Wolvers mustard pitching change will be Brock Burke. Hard-throwing lefty, tough situation. 2nd and 3rd for Burke. Wolvers mustard puts some mustard on it.
Well, the first batter he gets, he's just going to put aboard. So Miguel Andujar, who's been out the last couple of games, was called upon to pinch hit for Bryce Johnson, and he is promptly walked intentionally. So that loads the bases here with 1 out.
You know, we've talked to Terry Francona about this strategy of loading the bases. He hates to do it. Realizes it just puts the pitcher in a corner. Sometimes the strategy just demands it.
Freddie Fermin, the batter. Now you've got the catcher hitting. Corners tight, the pitch. Fermin takes high. Reds will take the double play up the middle. You still have a chance for a double play, even if it's hit to the corners, and they come home with it first. Burke comes set, and the left-hander's 1-0. Swing and a miss, and a slider down. That'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fermin popped out to the first baseman, and he's also lined out to third. Burke the pause, and the 1-1. Down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Fermin bounces the bat across the plate. Burke pausing, throwing the 2-1, swinging a ground ball. Headed to first. Lowe comes home. Out there. Back to Lowe. Double play. The Reds are able to get out of it. The 3-2-3 double play ends the Padres' threat in the 6th. We go to the 7th inning. Back to Chris. Still tied at 2. Reds and Padres on the Reds Radio Network.
Attention farmers and agribusiness owners. Are you looking for a bank that understands your unique financial needs? Look no further than People's Bank of Kentucky. We specialize in agriculture banking, providing a wide range of financial products and services tailored to meet the needs of farmers and agribusiness owners. We offer personalized service to ensure that you get the support you need to thrive. If you're ready to take your farming or agribusiness operation to the next level, visit our website at peoplesbankofky.com or stop by one of our convenient locations to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There is a place right here in Kentucky where a total stranger will give you food and shelter when disaster strikes. There is a place where you can support your community by donating blood, volunteering, or making a contribution. That place is the American Red Cross. I'm Jennifer Adrio, CEO of the Red Cross Kentucky region. Help us celebrate our 100th anniversary by becoming involved today. Call 1-800-RED-CROSS to find a Red Cross near you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson.
I'm Dr. Jessica Bryant.
This is Dr. B. Is dental anxiety holding you back? River Valley Dental in Maysville offers a different approach.
We understand that visiting the dentist can be stressful. That's why we've created a relaxing environment where you can feel at ease. Our gentle and experienced team will guide you through every step, ensuring your comfort is our top priority.
Come reclaim your smile. Call 606-564-4371 to schedule your appointment today. River Valley Dental, modern dentistry, personalized care.
Whether it's a natural disaster devastating thousands or a home fire affecting a family, the American Red Cross is there. I'm Jennifer Adrio, CEO of the Kentucky Region Red Cross. Help us as we celebrate 100 years in Kentucky. Contact your local Red Cross today.
The Reds and the Padres, we are tied at 2 here at Petco Park, going into the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Sal Stewart, Nathaniel Lowe, and Spencer Steer, the 3 scheduled hitters for Terry Francona. Adrian Morahones, left-hander, still on the mound. 3rd pitcher of the night for Craig Stammen. Stewart settles in. Morahones, the left-hander, pitches out of the stretch. And coming to the plate, and a little breaking ball on the outside corner. That's a good pitch, strike 1. Padre bullpen is one of the best in baseball, and Morahones misses down and in, and it's ball 1, strike 1.
Defensive change for San Diego. Jace Bowen stays in the game in right field. Bowen came on to pinch run for Andujar after Andujar came on to pinch hit and was intentionally walked last inning.
Morahones fires the fastball inside, and Sal Stewart wants that one reviewed.
Batter is challenging a ball strike.
I think Sal thought that was inside.
I think he was right. Per usual was.
I'll tell you. These umpires will be having nightmares about Sal Stewart.
You got that right.
2 balls and a strike to Sal. Tie ball game. Reds need a run here late in the game, and missing downstairs, and a 3-1 count now.
Note for Chase Burns, he's now allowed 2 runs or fewer in 10 straight starts, which is a career high for Sal. Matches Andy Coakley for the second longest streak by a Reds pitcher in a single season, going back to 1900, behind only Edinson Volquez, who did it in 12 straight back in 2008.
3 balls and a strike, and Marahone delivers swing and a miss. Swung so hard his helmet fell off.
Andy Coakley, as you remember, back in 1908, had a stretch of 10 straight starts, 2 runs or less.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The Reds trying to get something going here in the top of the 7th inning. Swung on by Stewart. That goes opposite field to the first baseman. He'll pitch it off to Marahone, covering. Had a 3-1 put out as the first out of the inning for the Reds.
I think you might have given me a bottle of bourbon from 1908 from your basement.
Don't you wish you kept it?
Well aged.
So now Nathaniel Lowe is the scheduled hitter, but he will be pinch hit for. It looks like Dane Myers has come out of the on-deck circle. So Terry Francona, with a lefty on the mound, decides to go with a right-handed pinch hitter. Myers having a pretty good year this year. 267 batter, 3 home runs. He's driven in 12. Plays very fine center field. Deep in the box. Myers waits. Loves to swing at the first pitch. And he takes one right down the middle for a strike. Marahone, mainly fastball slider. And the pitch to Myers is inside off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here. It's a 2-2 ball game. We're in the top of the 7th inning at Petco Park in the second of a 3-game set. Reds trying to get on the win column. Marahone deals, and he pulls a little string on that one. He gets Dane Myers way out in front of a swing and a miss. But I failed to mention the changeup.
That's a common theme for the Padre pitchers, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I think it's organization-wide. Myers creeping up a little bit in the batter's box. Here comes a pitch by Marahone, and it's just off the plate for a ball. He thought he had it right there. It was maybe hoping that Malachi Moore would bring him up on that, but it's a 2-2 count. Padres playing Dane Myers straight up. Check swing at the plate. He did not go, and the pitch is low. So Myers has now worked himself into a full count. Remember that Dane's got some speed if he can get on the base paths. The pitch is swung on, a rope, a base hit into center field. There goes the center fielder Merrill to cut it off. And it will get the ball back in quickly. So a 3-2 base hit by the pinch hitter Dane Myers gets the Reds going here with 1 out in the 7th inning. And now Spencer Steer. Well, Myers can hit a fastball. Bouncing off first base, pretty good lead there for Myers. The lefty eyeballs him and going over, and he's back safely. Goes diving back into the bag. I think he was a little bit fooled by that move by Marahone. Spencer Steer, the batter, he awaits. And the pitch at the plate is a fastball right across the top of the zone, strike 1. Marahone peering into Freddie Fermin, the catcher. They've got the sign. And the pitch is swung on and popped up foul. That'll drift right behind the Padre dugout on the first base side. Good crowd on hand tonight, more than 40,000. The attendance at Petco Park. They tell us it is the 29th sellout of the season. And here it is on a Tuesday night. No balls, 2 strikes, and Spencer Steer wants timeout. Steer back in the box, taps the plate, twirls the bat. Good lead by Myers, not going, and swung on and fouled off right side. A little bit tardy on the fastball.
There's a lot of people here, not quite as packed as we've seen it at times here in San Diego, but still a good crowd nonetheless.
No balls, 2 strikes. Little bit bigger lead now for Myers. Not going, and a pitch. Strike 3 called, and Spencer Steer says, hey, wait a minute. I want that one reviewed.
I think he thought it was high, and I think it was.
And indeed it is. So that strike 3 is going to be turned into a ball, and it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Malachi Moore's had his problems tonight, especially with the high and low pitches. So Steer awaits. Myers at first. And not going, and a breaking ball down and in. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Morahone to the plate, swing and a miss. Got him on a slider. Steer swung right over the top of that pitch. A good one by Morahone. And there are 2 down in the inning. And now Eugenio Suarez. Suarez trying to break out of a major funk. 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts on the evening. Facing the left-hander here. And the pitch by Morahone is a breaking ball, backdoor slider, and a strike on the outside corner. Myers, a little bit of a lead, not going, and a swing and a foul back. You talk about late on the fastball. That's what Suarez is right there, and it is 0-2. So you just got a feel for that Eugenio Suarez feels a lot of weight on his shoulders. Comes over here, expected to provide the Reds with a little bit of offense. It just not has happened yet. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Suarez is a check swing at the plate. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire and crew chief Alfonso Marquez. So 1-2. Suarez maybe looking for a breaking ball here, moving up on the plate a little bit. And the pitch swung, a check swing, and fouled straight back. Bradley Rodriguez, hard throwing right-hander up in the Padre bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Myers not going. Check swing at the plate, and did he go? No, he did not, and it is a 2-ball, 2-strike count for Eugenio Suarez. Matt McClain on deck. And the pitch by Adrian Morahone. There goes the runner, and it's outside. A throw by Fermin is not in time. So it took a while, but Dane Myers decides to run. He got the stolen base very easily, and the runner gets into scoring position here with 2 out in the 7th inning. A base hit here puts the Reds up by 1. It's a 2-2 ball game. Big lead at second base for Myers, and a pitch inside, strike 3, and Suarez wants it reviewed. Padres don't believe it. They're coming off the field.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good pitch.
And indeed it was. The entire baseball catches the inside of the strike zone, and it's a strikeout, the third one of the night for Suarez. The Reds will leave him stranded out there. Myers was at second base, but unable to come around to score. Padres come to bat in a 2-2 ball game on the Reds Radio Network.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
Hey Reds fans, it's Dan Horde. Graders in Kings Island have crafted something indulgent, delicious, and spooky. The Phantom Theater has returned, and with it, a new limited-time Graders flavor, Ghost Notes. It's a grape marshmallow ice cream loaded with marshmallow cookie dough. Now in scoop shops, on International Street in Kings Island, and at Graders.com. Get it while it lasts. Graders. Taste the greatest.
This tax season, did your CPA fall a bit short of expectations? Dean Dorton's award-winning tax team has your organization's best interests in mind. We don't just file your taxes and say, see you next year. Our experts stay hand-in-hand with your business year-round, offering guidance and alerting you to important regulatory changes. So your April surprise is nothing more than a pop-up shower. Contact Dean Dorton today at deandorton.com/Reds. That's deandorton.com/Reds.
The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is dedicated to finding permanent families for children lingering in foster care, because you're never too old to need a family. Get involved to help at DaveThomasFoundation.org. That's DaveThomasFoundation.org.
Metro Park, where the Padres come to bat. Bottom of the order for Padres, and Sung Mun Song will take the first pitch from Brock Burke for a pitch right on the outside corner, strike 1. A couple of defensive changes out there for the Reds. Spencer Steer goes from right field into first base. Sung pulls it back. He wanted to bunt, and he couldn't do it, and it's an 0-2 count. Taking over in center field is Dane Myers, and Blake Dunn moves into right. No balls and 2 strikes to count now to the shortstop Sung, and a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate, and they wanted to check at third base. They got it, but he did not go. Sung Mun Song, wide open stance, holds the bat straight up and down, and a breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Let's pause for station ID up and down the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
With one out, nobody on, a tie ball game here at Petco Park. Fernando Tatis Jr. steps in, and he takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Tatis, good night. Had a base hit in the third inning, came around to score a run. He's also hit a double opposite field in the 5th. Swung on and popped it up right side. That'll drift foul. Reds trying to grab a victory here late in the ball game for themselves. There's a ground ball to the right side, nobody home, and there is a base hit into right field for Fernando Tatis. They played Fernando Tatis way around the pole. They have the second baseman, Edwin Arroyo, very close to the second base bag, and Tatis just kind of laid it out there, a slow ground ball that found its way into right field. So the Padres now for the middle of the order coming up. with a runner on base, and that is the go-ahead run. Brock Burke checking out the runner at first base. There goes Tatis. Throw to second base is... No, they got him. It looked like the umpire was going to make a safe sign. He rung up his right hand. There's no argument from Tatis. They'll check it, obviously, in the Padre video room. But what a strong throw by Tyler Stevenson, right on the money. And I can tell you that Tatis had a huge jump right there. There's no question about it. They got him. So that runner erased, and there's 2 down of the inning.
That is a huge play in this game right now.
I thought he had that base standing up the way he got that big jump off of Burke. Swung on now by Jackson Merrill. He hits it high and deep, but it's playable. In right center field, the right fielder, Blake Dunn, will come over to make the catch. And that will be it. A 3-batter inning for the Padres as Brock Burke works through it. We go to the 8th inning. It's all tied at 2 at Petco Park. Tommy back with the play-by-play right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
Planning to have an auction? Call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services in Tollsboro. Craig A. Stanfield is an auctioneer in Kentucky and has over 30 years experience and was the 2003 Kentucky State Champion auctioneer. Stanfield is a member of the Kentucky Auctioneers Association. Craig will advertise your auction online at auctionzip.com. To schedule an auction, call Craig A. Stanfield Real Estate and Auction Services at 606-301-3350. Craig A. Stanfield, auctioneer and broker.
The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center on Sutton Street in downtown Maysville has 4 historic collections in one dynamic place. Home to the KSB Miniatures Collection and Old Pogue Experience. Before tomorrow becomes yesterday, we invite you to get the whole story at the Kentucky Gateway Museum Center. Come explore with us. The Kentucky Gateway Museum Center is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4. Don't forget to like the Kentucky Gateway Museum on Facebook or visit kygmc.org. Call 564-5865.
It's game day, Reds fans, and it's always a winning play at Quality Carpet and Upholstery in Maysville. With over 300 rolls of carpet and 175 rolls of vinyl in stock, you don't wait, you walk out a winner. Carpet starting at just $5.99 per yard. Waterproof laminate from only 75 cents a square foot. Click together, glue down, you name it, we've got it. Visit us at 1516 Forest Avenue or call 564-7956 for a free estimate. Check out our website and Facebook page. Quality Carpet and Upholstery since 1993, where your floor means more.
SIDS is not easy to talk about, but Kentucky's SIDS rate is higher than the national average. To reduce the risk of SIDS, follow the ABCs of safe sleep. Place babies alone, on their back, and in a clean, clear crib. Learn more at safesleepkentucky.org.
Well, a new pitcher for the Padres as we go to the top of the 8th inning. It'll be a right-hander that we saw last night, Jason Adam. Adam, an all-star back in, last year in 2025. And not overpowering, but he's got a variety of off-speed pitches that has earned him an earned run average around 1.5.
Well, the Reds are going to have to do it against some of the best arms in the game if they're going to win this one tonight. First pitch in there for a strike called to Matt McClain, and the count is 0-1. 7-8-9 for the Reds here in the 8th inning against Adam. Adam sets. And the right-hander turns loose, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup fading down and in on Matt McClain, and he's behind 0-2.
If you're waiting for a fastball from Jason Adam, it might be a long wait. I mean, his first 2 pitches to McClain were slider changeup.
Adam sets. Out of the stretch all the time and throws. And it's another changeup down and in. This time, McClain does lay off. Caleb Ferguson has started throwing now in the Reds bullpen. The 1-2. Check swing foul. Back to the right, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Matt McClain. A walk, stolen base, and a run scored. Got the Reds scoring start in the 2nd. Since he is grounded back to the pitcher and struck out looking. Adam buries it in the dirt outside. A breaking ball fills up the count. Actually makes it even. Evens the count on McClain. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adam nods the sign he wants. Readies. And here's the right-hander's 2-2 pitch. Down too low on the outside corner. The count is full 3-2. The right-hander gets the sign. Now the payoff pitch to Matt McLean. And he takes ball 4. Padres want a challenge as McLean jogs down to first. It was low, but we looked to the board just to be sure. And it was low. What an at-bat by Matt McLean.
I'll tell you, he's giving the Reds at-bats unlike he has done earlier this season or really any time last year.
That was
all of a sudden, it's like he flipped the switch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all of a sudden, I don't know. Maybe he had a good talk with Jordan Walker while we were in St. Louis, because it reminds me of what Walker did. Now Tyler Stevenson. From the belt, the right-hander Adam to Stevenson. Up and in for ball 1.
If Stevenson wants to hit a ball the other way, Jason Adam might be the perfect guy to do that on. He is mainly slider, changeup. The changeup goes into him. The slider goes away. Take one of those sliders and poke it into right.
Right side's wide open. Here's the 1-0. Pick to first and back safely McLean. Reds have their leadoff man on here in the 8th inning. It is the first time tonight, I repeat, it is the first time tonight that the Reds have had their leadoff man aboard. Adam comes home. Swing and a miss. Slider down and away. And the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. You talk about going the other way. If Stevenson wanted to, he could drive a convoy of 18-wheelers through the hole on the right side right now. Here's the 1-1 pitch. McLean's running. The pitch is down and in, and no throw to second. McLean takes it standing. Well, the Reds have just been running at will tonight, and Freddie Fermin behind the plate has not had an answer for it.
Well, his pitchers have not answered it either. And that's the reason he's not even throwing the ball, because he looks up and they're nearly at second base.
5 steals for the Reds in this game tonight. Now the 2-1. Stevenson takes low. It's 3-1. Edwin Arroyo waiting in the on-deck circle. The right-hander Adam from the belt. Not even a look to second, of the 3-1 is out. No, strike called on the outside corner. Fastball just did kiss the edge. I don't think it did. It would have been a good opportunity for Stevenson to challenge, but elected to save it, as a catcher understands the value of having those for his pitchers. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Plus, Adams got to make another pitch. Maybe he makes a mistake. Here's the payoff to Stevenson after a couple looks to second. Swinging a ground ball, pulled foul right behind Willie Harris, who comes running toward the field to get out of the way of it. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll try it again. This is really a big at bat. If Stevenson can reach with a walk, then you maybe bunt with Arroyo. Here's the 3-2. A hit would give the Reds the lead, and it's inside. Ball 4, so Stevenson does draw the walk. That almost hit Stevenson.
Well, they kept pitching Stevenson inside because they didn't want him to hit the ball to the right side and advance Matt McLean to third.
Now you've got the rookie infielder at the plate. You've got runners at first and second, nobody out, and a 2-2 tie here in the 8th inning. I got to believe Arroyo is going to be bunting, and that's probably part of this conversation as Ruben Niebla makes his way to the mound out of the Padre dugout. The pitching coach is going out to visit with Jason Adam here, and I'm sure it's to go over that very thing. And also to probably talk some strikes into him, because he's walked the first 2 batters of the inning. Willie Harris and Edwin Arroyo kind of going through it right now, and Harris actually just pointed out to the field where he wanted Edwin to bunt the ball. kind of pointed to that third base grass area and said, put it right here.
Well, that would be obviously the place to do it. Now, Arroyo did have 5 sacrifice bunts when he's playing so far this year in Louisville. So he's a good bunter. I imagine Machado is going to be coming in close, but the idea here is to bunt it hard enough down the third base line that you force the third baseman to make the play and not the pitcher.
The right-hander sets, looks at the runners, he'll play on, and he pulls the bunt back and takes high and outside for ball 1. So you have Machado and Sheets both crashing from the corners, and then the 2 middle infielders breaking to the bag. So Song goes to third, Tatis to first. So if they have a chance, and there is a force out at third base, so if they have a chance to get the lead runner, they will take it.
Well, if they run that wheel play again, you might want to see Matt McLain trying to steal third base. Just beat the shortstop to the bag.
Adam to the plate. It is bunted. Third base side. Little roller right up along the line. And it just does trickle over the line into foul territory.
Just a little bit of a slope from fair territory to foul territory. Caught that ball. Once it got onto the dirt, you had a pretty good feeling that it was just going to roll foul, and it did.
1 ball, 1 strike. Just did roll off the grass enough with enough momentum left to roll into foul territory. It's quick infield. It's a quick field, period. I mean, this field, the grass looks like a green on a golf course.
Their greens are quick here, too.
You found that out today, didn't you? 1 ball, 1 strike. There they go. And he bunted at it and missed. On a pitch high, a fastball way up and out of the zone, and now it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count on Arroyo. So
yeah, I can tell you it can be a little distracting for a hitter to try to keep his concentration on the baseball when you've got the first baseman charging hard, the third baseman charging hard. I mean, they are 25 feet in front of home plate when you're trying to bunt the baseball, and that time Arroyo chased the bad one.
And there's action everywhere. The 1-2 pitch to Arroyo. Swung on in the air. Center field going back on it. Merrill. He will set up. Catch is made. McLain back to tag at second. Then he stopped. McLain went back. Was going to tag up. It was a strong throw back in. And he just stopped. And the Reds don't advance the runners.
Well, evidently he just didn't feel that was deep enough to be able to get it into third base. He's looking back at the scoreboard now as it replays it. The throw came into the cutoff man. So from where we were, it looked like an easy call for McLain. From where he was, probably not so easy.
A little faster down there, too. Now Dunn. 2 on, 1 out. Blake Dunn at the plate. The right-hander, Adam, takes a look at the runners. Now comes home with it. The pitch. Dunn takes a strike. First pitch slider. 0-1. Dunn's been on with a walk and a single. 1 for 3. A stolen base. Couple of them, actually. Now Adams spins and looks the runner back to second base. Adam, a long look in. From the belt. Here's his 0-1. There goes McLain to third. The pitch is a strike. No throw to third. Another Reds stolen base tonight. No balls, 2 strikes on Dunn. That is 6 steals by the Reds in this game against the Padres. Padres will play the infield in now. Adam from the belt, fires home the 0-2 pitch. Dunn takes strike 3 call to the outside corner. He says no way.
Batter is challenging the call of strike.
It was definitely a strike. It was every bit a strike. Right over the outside corner above the knees. Full ball on the plate. And the Reds are out of challenges now. Two down, and now J.J. Bleday, veteran hitter at the plate. Bleday up there with men at the corners and 2 outs. A chance to be the hero for the Reds. 1 for 4 tonight. Adams pitch. Strike 1. Fastball right in there. Nothing in 1 on Bleday. Shortstop. Song shading up the middle. Tatis over in the hole on the right side. Machado even with the bag and off the line at third, and a ground ball pulled foul first base side, and Sheets of course holding the runner at first. Now it's 0-2 on J.J. Bleday. Steps back into the box, left foot first. Whirls it around a couple times. Now ready. Pumping it off his back shoulder. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Fouled off left side. 0-2 and holding on J.J. Bleday. Adam comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off the outside corner with a changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Bleday. Go ahead run 90 feet away over at third base with McLean. Stevenson's at first. Both walked to start the inning. McLean has swiped his way to third. And now Adam backs off the rubber. He's back on again. The 1-2 pitch. Stevenson takes off, and Bleday pops it up. High in the air, over by first. Tatis will call off the first baseman Sheets and make the catch. So the inning is over. Promising start, but it comes up empty. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here in San Diego. Still tied at 2 on the Reds Radio Network.
Keep the good times rolling all through baseball season with BetMGM, an exclusive retail sports book of the Cincinnati Reds. BetMGM has a state-of-the-art app with tons of betting options and promotions. Visit the BetMGM sportsbook at the banks on game days for the best Reds tailgating. And BetMGM is the best place to make your favorite baseball bets. Sign up today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM Northfield Park. 21 and over and present in Ohio. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through a building trades apprenticeship. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber, pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boiler makers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and painters and glazers. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits in a construction apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at OhioConstructionTrades.com.
Great American Ballpark and Great American Mustard. Some things just belong together. Family owned and Ohio made, Wilbur's Mustard has been a Reds game day favorite since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's Mustard.
Tommy Troll, voice of the Reds here. If your current defense can't handle a lineup of pests, it's time to make a call to the bullpen. Rose Pest Solutions can mow down pests of all kinds year-round with the Rose Home Service Program. Depending on your needs and budget, you can choose from basic, advantage, or premium levels, all of which come with a dedicated technician. The Rose Home Service Program is the ideal way to stay ahead of pest invasions all year long. Pest problem? The Rose Home Service Program is the solution. Call the pros at Rose at 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Well, the Rovers must recall the bullpen as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be a left-hander out of the pen for Terry Francona, veteran left-hander, 29-year-old Caleb Ferguson. Ferguson making only his sixth appearance of the year. Wolvers mustard puts some mustard on it.
Manny Machado leads it off, and Ferguson goes to work against Machado. First pitch, low and inside. Ball 1-0 on Machado. Machado singled back in the third inning, his second at bat, snapping an 0 for 13. Still hitting just above 100, though, over the last month plus. The pitch, Machado grounds it down the third baseline, fair. Under the glove of Stewart, diving toward the line, and it goes rolling into the left field corner. Machado will check in at second base with a leadoff stand-up double.
Well, he got a breaking ball, Machado did. It looked like the Stewart was near the line, but not preventing doubles by being on the third baseline. And that ball shot right inside the bag. You couldn't place it there any better.
Ty France has moved out on deck. He would hit for Wagner. The left-handed hitting Gavin Sheets is at the plate. Pitch, ground ball, right side. Arroyo up with it. He'll flip it to first in time to get the out. Machado up to third. And that's the go-ahead run now, 90 feet away with only one out in the eighth inning. So the Padres execute in moving the runner. And now Ty France, the Reef Red, will pinch hit for Will Wagner. Tony Santillan begins throwing in the Reds bullpen. Reds play the infield in all the way around. Tyler Stevenson went out for a quick visit. Meanwhile, Mason Miller is throwing for the Padres. France at the plate. 268 on the year. And I think the Reds are just going to go ahead and put him aboard, so they will. They will walk France intentionally. This will set up the double play up the middle. But you've got a speedy guy at the plate and Samad Taylor. So if you're going to turn the double play, you better turn it quickly. Terry Francona is out of the Reds' third base dugout. Ferguson has faced three now after the walk of Ty France. And it's going to be Tony Santillan. So that'll be it. Ferguson comes in, faces the minimum three. Machado gets him for the double into the left field corner. And now a new pitcher coming on for the Reds. It's a Wolvers Mustard pitching change. Wolvers Mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. We'll tell you about Tony Santillan when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
There is a land where excitement meets opportunity every day, where happiness and wonder start to feel like home. A place that makes your heart race at every turn, where a good job and a brighter future are just within reach. Some call this a dream. We call it Kentucky. Your next trip could be your next chapter. So pack up and come see us. It's never been easier to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Plan your getaway at KentuckyTourism.com.
Wober's mustard pitching change is Tony Santillan coming out of the bullpen for the Reds. They've got a runner at third base. That is a go-ahead run. And Santillan is the man that is probably charged with trying to get a strikeout right here of Samad Taylor. Wober's mustard puts some mustard on it.
Right-hander against right-hander. Santillan home with the first pitch. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes high, ball one. So they're thinking about a safety squeeze here with Taylor. Of course, the Reds didn't exactly put on a bunt defense clinic last night. 1 ball, no strikes. Santillan home of the 1-0. And it's bunted out in front of the plate. Somebody's got to go get it. Stevenson picks it up, and Machado will score. The Padres have the lead. There's nobody at third, but now they're waving it off. Coming in from third, Lance Barrett. The third base umpire is going to say that it's a foul ball, I think. I think that's what he's saying, and that's what Terry Francona's saying. Either that or he double hit it. I think he's going to say he hit it twice. So they're going to call it off. It's a foul ball. It bounced up and it hit the bat again. It either hit the bat or it hit him while he was still in the box.
Well, it's a foul ball because it looked like it hit him on the hand while he was in the batter's box. So the ball is immediately dead at that point and foul.
Barrett all over it at the third base umpire.
Good call.
1 ball, 1 strike. Santillan from the belt throws. And he bunts it foul back into the net, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Little chin music right there that Taylor tried to bunt and get out of the way at the same time.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, a strikeout would be large. 1-2 the count. Is he bunting again with 2 strikes? The right-hander from the belt. And here is the 1-2 pitch. He pulls the bat back, and the pitch is a ball. At third base, Sal Stewart is charging hard. That pitch looked like a pretty good pitch. The Reds don't have a challenge left.
I'm surprised he was going to bunt at that. At the very least, you'd think a Butcher Boy.
2-2. Santillan back home with a 2-2 offering. And strike 3 called. Got him looking with a fastball. Again, he showed bunt, pulled the bat back. It was a strike, and a good one at that over the outside corner. Taylor down on strikes. A huge strikeout for Santillan. 2 outs in the 8th. And now it's up to Jace Bowen. Bowen, who came in to pinch run back in the 6th inning, is batting for the first time. Still another right-hander up there against the right-handed thrower. The pitch on the way. Fastball outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Runners have their leads in the corners. Santillan picks up the sign. The right-hander sets ready. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, broken bat, looper, short right center field. Out goes Arroyo. In comes the right fielder, and Steer lays out and makes a spectacular headlong diving catch. It's Dunn right that lays out to make the catch. Steer went into first base when Myers stayed in the game in center. A spectacular catch in short right field by Blake Dunn, laying out and saving the game for the Reds. Oh, what a play by Blake Dunn. We're still tied at 2 as we go to the 9th inning here at Petco Park in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family. With 7 locations throughout the region, they provide a comprehensive range of medical services for the entire family and work to keep healthcare affordable. Primary Plus offers primary care, OBGYN, dental, dermatology, x-ray ultrasound, occupational medicine, on-site pharmacies that offer significant cost savings, and mental health care at Primary Plus Counseling Services, which now has a new expanded office at 910 Kenton Station Drive in Maysville. Primary Plus always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net.
Warren Snyder called 1-800-FED-INFO for government information. He found something more.
I called them to see how to get a change of address form. So when I moved, all my mail was forwarded, including a sweepstakes letter notifying me that I had won $8 million. That day, 57 women insisted on marrying me. So I called 1-800-FED-INFO again and found out how to get information on 2 other subjects. How to choose a financial planner and how to file a restraining order.
Call 1-800-FED-INFO. It's government made easy.
Let's get real. If you're looking for big-time sports, parties, pep rallies, and a huge campus, you'll find none of that at Maysville Community and Technical College. What you will find are hands-on training and university transfer programs taught by experienced instructors in small classes. You won't get lost in the crowd or end up with crippling debt. Visit maysville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Are you ready to be a quitter? Freedom from Smoking is a free program that helps you develop a plan of action that leads to your quit day. You'll also get the support you need to remain smoke-free. For more information, call the Buffalo Trace District Health Department today.
Mason Miller is the new pitcher on for the Padres. A hard thrower, that's an understatement. 102 miles an hour is about what he averages.
First pitch, too high, ball one. But he has been used a lot here lately for the Padres. So you wonder if that will impact what he's got in the tank. 1-0 the count on the right-hander. Stewart takes a look at a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sal Stewart.
Tell you, he's got a breaking ball that goes straight down. It's the closest one that I've seen like that is Chase Burns.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's that slider.
I mean, back in the day, you just called that a hard curveball because it goes right off the table.
One ball, 2 strikes. Miller to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down here in the 9th inning. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Dane Myers hitting now. With Chris Welsh, I'm Tommy Thrall. Bill Lippis, our on-site engineer. Drew Westerheide back in our network headquarters tonight. Tied at 2 in the 9th inning in San Diego. Reds trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Here's the pitch. Fastball high, and the count's 1-0 on Dane Myers.
If you're wondering if Miller has lost anything, the fastball that he put away Sal Stewart with came in at 102.
Guess he's still got plenty of gas left in the tank. Swung on. That's fouled back off the mask of Fermin. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dane Myers. Right-hander against right-hander. Now Myers and the plate umpire Malachi Moore chat a little bit before he gets back behind home plate, trying to give Fermin a little moment to gather himself after wearing a foul ball right off the mask. Here's the 1-1. Myers watches it at the top of the zone, a slider for a called strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 out, 9th inning of a 2-2 tie. Miller to the plate. Swung on, and it's popped into the air. Shallow right. Coming on is Bowen to make the catch. 2-men are out. Hey, Reds fans, Kroger gives you more ways to save. Low prices in every aisle. Digital coupons in the app and fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. Kroger, official grocery partner of the Reds. 2 men are out. Now Spencer Steer. Miller delivers to Steer. In tight, almost hit him with that slider, but ball 1. Steer's 0 for 4 tonight. Strikeouts his last 2 times up. The 1-0. Check swing on a slider down and away, and Steer couldn't hold up. He win, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Series wraps up tomorrow afternoon, the finale between the Reds and the Padres. 1-1, way off the plate outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Spencer Steer. Brady Singer takes on Michael King tomorrow afternoon. It'll be a 4:10 start. Two-1, low, and it's 3-1 now on Steer. We're on the air tomorrow at 3:40. The Reds pregame show. 3 balls, 1 strike. Miller fires home the 3-1 pitch. Swinging, that's fouled off at home plate. Count runs full 3-2 on Steer. Steer waits. Miller rolling the ball. On his back, now has the sign and fires. Check swing, he went. Steer couldn't hold up on the fastball away. Miller strikes him out at 1-0-2. A 1-2-3 ninth inning for Mason Miller with a pair of strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. Still tied 2-2, Reds and Padres on the Reds Radio Network.
Can't make it to the game? The next best place to watch a Cincinnati win is Belterra Park, Cincinnati. Make Belterra Park, Cincinnati your place to catch all the big league action. With 3 restaurants and over 1,100 games, plus live and simulcast horse racing, the action never stops. That's Belterra Park in Cincinnati. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-589-9966.
Faster quotes start at the Lowe's Pro Desk. Got a material list handwritten on a sticky note or saved as a photo? Perfect. Bring it to us and get a quote in minutes. And if you don't see what you need on the shelf, we'll help you get it. You can access thousands of products beyond what's available in-store or on Lowe's.com, right from the Lowe's Pro Desk. Build quotes faster and source the materials you need to keep your jobs moving. Just like that. At Lowe's.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Reds fans, don't miss the bus for the Reds versus Nationals, August 7th to 10th, as part of a 4-day adventure with Croswell Tours. Explore Washington, D.C. and all its history. Visit GoCroswell.com for details.
Padres come to bat in the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th, 2-2 tie. Reds and Padres. Middle game of this series, and Petco Park is rocking. Tony Santillan back out there to try to keep this game right where it's at. First pitch on the way to Fermin. Fastball up and away. Showed bunt, pulled the bat back, and takes the ball. Fermin had homered in each of his last 3 games, but tonight he's 0 for 3. He's popped out to the first baseman, lined to third softly, and then hit into a double play to the first baseman. 3-2-3 his last time up to end the Padres threat in the 6th. They were threatening with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Reds got out of it. The pitch, Fermin swings, fouls it back to the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter. Western and Southern donates to support cancer research, education, and care in the greater Cincinnati area. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. Now Santillan's 1-1. Fermin swings and tips it foul right into the mid of Tyler Stevenson. I think Fermin got Stevenson's mid on the backswing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Santillan, the pause of the belt, and the 1-2. Here he comes. Swung on, popped into the seats, foul. Back behind the first base dugout. The ball and 2 strikes on Fermin.
I don't know about you, Tommy, but it seems like Santillan all of a sudden has found a couple of miles an hour on his fastball.
Sure feels like it. Looks like it's coming out good. That was at 97. The 1-2. Swinging a bouncer over the mound, off his glove, fielded by Arroyo behind second. Throw to first just in time to get Fermin. It looked for a moment as though the ball hitting off Santillan's glove may cause a problem. The Reds are able to make the play. It goes 1-4-3. And there's one gone in the 9th inning, and here is Sungmoon Song. He is 0 for 3, and he's struck out all 3 times he's come to the plate. Santillan deals. Fastball high, ball 1. Copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Cincinnati Reds and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. Copyright reminder provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. 1-0. Swinging a ground ball off of Santillan's leg, and it deflects through the hole on the right side into right field. Up with it done, flips it back in, but Santillan limping back behind the mound. That was scorched right back at him. And now Tomas Vera, the Reds trainer, along with Matt Tracy and Terry Francona, all started out there, and he waves them all off.
Looks like it got him in the back of the leg, which if you're going to pick a spot, that's about the best spot for you.
He was hobbling pretty good out there on the mound, but shakes it off, and now he'll go to work against Fernando Tatis Jr. Santillan, the pause. And here he comes. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball down and away. And Tatis behind the count, 0-1. He's had a good night tonight. Tatis is 3 for 4. Pair of singles, a double. He scored a run. In fact, the run he scored back in the 3rd, the 500th run of his career. The 0-1. Swung on, line drive, base hit, center field. Up to second base and slamming on the brakes is Sung. Now the Padres have 2 on with 1 out of the 9th inning. The 4th hit of the night for Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, Sung, the runner at first base, knows well the scouting report on the Red center fielder Dane Myers, who has a gun out there. He decided to play it very close to the bag at second.
Terry Francona back out of the mound. I think that's going to be it for Santillan. Another pitching change for the Reds. Wilbur's Mustard called to the bullpen. Pitching change made with 2 on and 1 out. The left-handed Merrill coming to the plate. The left-handed Sam Maul coming in. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back on the Reds Radio Network.
Hey, Reds fans, it's Dan Horde. Graders in Kings Island have crafted something indulgent, delicious, and spooky. The Phantom Theater has returned, and with it, a new limited-time Graders flavor, Ghost Notes. It's a grape marshmallow ice cream loaded with marshmallow cookie dough. Now in scoop shops on International Street in Kings Island and at Graders.com. Get it while it lasts. Graders. Taste the greatest.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
As the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different aspects of the game. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love a sliding backhand catch. PNC prefers an infield pop-up caught with 2 hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Cincinnati Reds PNC Bank Visa debit card, especially Reds fans. Learn more at pnc.com/RedsCard. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, NA, member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
Sam Maul comes into the ballgame. Our Wilbur's Mustard pitching change puts some mustard on and Sam Maul. 32 games now for Sam. He was pitched twice in the series against the St. Louis Cardinals. He did not pitch in last night's game.
Ball deals with runners at first and second base, one out. Jackson Merrill's the batter. Left-hander against left-hander. Winning run in scoring position. Ball would love a double play ball, but Merrill runs well. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. 2-2, ninth inning. 2 runs, 10 hits for the Padres. They've stranded 8. The Reds have 2 runs on 5 hits and have left 12. The 1-0. Down and away, 2-0. The right-handed hitting Manny Machado is on deck, and I can assure you the last thing Terry Francona wants is for Sam Maul to face Manny Machado with the bases loaded and 1 out. Maul, the pause. The left-hander's 2-0. Swinging a weak tapper. Right side. Maul up with it. Spins. No throw anywhere. A little swinging bunt. Dribbler goes rolling up the first baseline. Maul went to field it and didn't have a play by the time he got there because of the speed of Merrill.
Well, Merrill really runs well, and Maul is the left-hander who falls off towards the third base side. So he had a long way to go to get to it. Didn't have a good grip on the ball as he got it out of his glove, and probably did the right thing and didn't do anything with it.
He had no chance to get Merrill. He started toward first and then rerouted in to get the ball. Now, if he goes straight to the ball, maybe he's got a chance, but that's kind of one of those that's in no man's land between the first baseman and the pitcher who wants to go get it. Matt Tracy out for a quick word with Sam Maul before he has to deal with Manny Machado, who has 14 career grand slams. The Padres will take a sac fly. The Reds would love a ground ball. Infield in. 1 out. The pitch. Machado takes a changeup outside, 1-0. The outfield is surprisingly deep. In fact, J.J. Bleday wouldn't have a chance to throw out Song from where he's at and left. Maul's 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul, third base side.
You know, from our vantage point, Tommy, I'm not sure any of the outfielders are playing shallow enough. I mean, that is the winning run. You have to be able to throw them out at the plate. If the ball hits over your head, there's nothing you can do about it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball comes set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded sharply, pulled foul, third base side. A changeup down and in, and Machado was spinning on it. That was off the plate. Ball's got him a ball and 2 strikes. The left-handed hitting Gavin Sheets is in the on-deck circle. They're on their feet in San Diego. Here's Maul with the 1-2 pitch to Manny Machado. Way off the outside corner with a changeup, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Machado wands the bat back and forth. Now Maul with the 2-2 pitch on the way to Machado. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He got him with a fastball up in the zone, and Machado waves right through it. Oh, what a strikeout for Sam Maul. 2 gone here in the 9th inning, and now it's up to Gavin Sheets. By no means are you out of the woods, but now you have left on left. Maul, home to Sheets. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. Sheets had the big double that tied the game last night. Then he scored the go-ahead run. Now he's trying to be the hero tonight. From the belt, the 1-0. Too high. Fastball just a little bit up on the outside corner. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Reds out of challenges. Padres still have 1. 2 balls, no strikes on Sheets. Here's Maul's 2-0 pitch. Fastball strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Sheets was backing out of the way, but it caught the inside edge. 2 balls, 1 strike. Maul home with a 2-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive floater over the first baseman, but foul down the right field line. Just over the head of Steer, leaping forward in foul ground, but he just did get out in front of it enough. Sheets is almost 100 points better against right-handed pitching than left-handed. But he's a .364 hitter this year with runners in scoring position. Here's Maul with a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball down and away. And Sheets strikes out with the bases loaded right after Machado did the same. And Maul pitches out of the jam. And this game's headed to the 10th, tied at 2. It's the Reds and Padres from San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
People's Bank of Kentucky supports the businesses that are the backbone of every community we serve. Whether you're just starting out or looking to expand, we offer a range of options to help manage your finances, from checking and savings accounts to loans and lines of credit. Plus, with our online banking platform, access your accounts and manage transactions from anywhere, anytime. At People's Bank of Kentucky, our experienced team of bankers are committed to helping your business succeed. Visit one of our convenient locations today to learn more about our business banking services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Detective T.C. Rice with the Maysville Police Department. There are problems across the state with drug-related overdose deaths. Drug abuse is an epidemic throughout the area. We all need to do our part to combat it. The Good Samaritan statute protects you when reporting a drug overdose. If you are using drugs with someone and they overdose, you can call 911 without fear of prosecution. Don't delay. Call 911 to save a life.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson.
I'm Dr. Jessica Bryant.
This is Dr. B. River Valley Dental in Maysville offers a different approach. Enjoy a calm, personalized experience while receiving top-tier dental care. From routine checkups to advanced treatments like same-day crowns, implants, and clear aligners, our skilled team is dedicated to your oral health and comfort.
Our gentle and experienced team will guide you through every step. Ensuring your comfort is our top priority.
Come reclaim your smile. Call 564-4371. River Valley Dental. Modern dentistry. Personalized care.
Many infant deaths can be prevented by following the ABCs of safe sleep every time you put your baby to sleep. Don't sleep with your baby. Don't let them sleep in your bed or on the couch. And don't put them to sleep on their stomachs or side. Learn more at SafeSleepKentucky.org.
At the top of the 10th inning, it'll be a new pitcher out of the bullpen for Craig Stammen and the Padres, a very talented 22-year-old Bradley Rodriguez. The right-hander comes in, throws hard, and has a 2.08 earned run average.
Steer, the ghost runner at second. Suarez at the plate. 2-2 tie, 10th inning. Rodriguez home to Suarez. First pitch, cut and a miss on a fastball sinking down and in. 0-1 on Eugenio Suarez.
Boy, not only does this guy throw hard, he's got a lot of movement on that fastball.
It just dives down and in. Kind of like the motion of a changeup, but at 97 miles an hour. Rodriguez, eyeball Steer. Now he's home, the 0-1. Swing, and it's a bullet fair past the third baseman Machado and down into the left field corner. Here comes Steer around third to score, and Suarez into second with a go-ahead RBI double. 3-2 Reds in the 10th.
That base hit looked exactly like the one that Manny Machado shot down the line. Except this time Machado was actually playing near the line trying to prevent a double.
That's how hard that ball was hit. Just a sinking bullet that dove down fair just past the infield dirt beyond third. Don't you know that feels good for Suarez, who came into that at bat 3 for his last 40. Now the Reds will send in a pinch runner at second base. Will Benson in to run for Suarez. Matt McClain to the plate. First baseman Sheets is tight. I guess he's expecting a bunt. I don't think McLean's going to. Hey, he is bunting. Pulls the bat back and takes high. Count is 1-0. Terry Francona and the Reds understand the value of that additional run. You score 2, and all of a sudden you have a much better chance. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Swing and a miss. No sign of a bunt there. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. McLean 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. He has scored a run. The 1-1. And he takes low and outside, a fastball down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Matt McLean. Bradley Rodriguez. Hands together at the belt. 2-1. Swung on, and McLean fouls it back. The count is even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Benson again, off the bag, over at second. Rodriguez delivers the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him looking with a fastball over the outside corner to 100. It just shaved the outside edge. McLean caught looking. That's the first out of the Reds' 10th. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Tyler Stevenson swings the first pitch and guides a ground ball past the shortstop. Song into left center field for a hit. Benson up 90 feet to third base, and the Reds have him at the corners now with 1 out. Benson froze on that ball.
Well, he froze on the ball because it was hit a little bit to his right. I don't think he knew exactly where the shortstop was playing. If he had checked the shortstop before the pitch, he probably would have realized that the shortstop was not going to be able to get that ball and be able to throw him out of third base.
T.J. Antone beginning to throw now in the Reds bullpen, and Ruben Niebla another visit with one of his relievers. He's had a lot of conversations with relievers tonight. First and third, 1 out here in the 10th inning. Padres have Yuki Matsui loosening in their bullpen. T.J. Antone getting ready to pitch the bottom of the 10th inning for the Reds. Edwin Arroyo's the batter. Arroyo up with runners at first and third and 1 out. Right-handed pitcher, switch hitter up there from the left side. Meeting on the mound, adjourned. So Arroyo is up. Make sure you stay tuned after the game. It'll have the Reds post-game show and the Toyota Tundra star of the game. Rodriguez comes set. Infield in for the Padres. The pitch. Way inside for ball 1 to Edwin Arroyo. And now the Reds are going to send in a pinch runner at first base for Tyler Stevenson. Noelvi Marte will enter the game to run. Kind of gives you an idea where Terry Francona's at right now. If the Reds are going to have a chance to score 3 runs in the inning, he is going to make sure that they score all 3. Trying to leave nothing to chance. Reds desperate for a win. The 1-0 to Arroyo. Swung on, and it is popped up high into the air. Foul over by the Reds dugout, and it will end up back in the seats. The other part about that, too, you send in a speed upgrade at first base, is just maybe it gives you one more option to stay out of an out, stay away from an out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-hander Rodriguez home with the 1-1. Swinging a bullet, pulled foul, first base side. The Reds have been running a ton tonight. Marte is capable of stealing a base.
Yeah, and they're really not paying any attention to him. Rodriguez, the pitcher, hasn't even looked over his shoulder yet. He is being held on by the first baseman.
But there's nobody that has any intentions of going to cover second base. There he goes. The pitch cut on and missed, and like we expected, they don't even go to cover. So stolen base for Marte, but Arroyo strikes out. That makes it 7 stolen bases for the Reds tonight. At least by my count, that's 7.
It's a nasty pitch that Rodriguez just dropped on Arroyo.
Now Dunn, 2 in scoring position, 2 outs in the 10th. Rodriguez to Dunn, swinging a chopper up the third base line, foul, strike 1. Dunn has struck out twice, walked and singled, and has 2 steals. He's also grounded out to the third baseman. 1 for 4. Right-hander through the signs, comes set, and here's the 0-1. Fastball outside, and the count is even now. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of real estate if Dunn were to pull one over the head of the shortstop Song. The center fielder Merrill is shading toward right center. Now the 1-1. Way high and outside. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count on Dunn. Dunn wands the bat out over the plate. Rodriguez gets the sign, and here he comes with a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, the fastball up and away. Now the count is even 2-2. Boy, he has an electric arm. 99 miles an hour. Two and 2. Dunn waves it back and forth. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper toward first, backhanded by Sheets, and he'll step on the bag for the out. 3 unassisted. The Reds do get a run, but they strand runners at second and third. It's now 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
You know, there are a few things in life you can always count on. Sunsets, potholes, trash trucks in your way when you're running late. And of course, AAA's never-ending reliable roadside assistance. Because for over 100 years, we're always close and we never close. From tows, jumps, or just smoothing out those bumps in the road, we provide 24/7 service so you can have 24/7 peace of mind. AAA, proud partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs. Encounter the wonder of the Bible brought to life by the Ark Encounter in Williamstown, Kentucky. Be inspired by the life-size Noah's Ark and go inside to discover answers to your questions as you tour 130 stunning exhibits. Then meet real animals in our zoo. Take the kids to our world-class playground and carousel, and so much more. Experience powerful moments that deepen faith and spark curiosity for every age. Bring the whole family. Go to ArkEncounter.com.
As a family-owned company and a top workplace in the region, JTM Food Group has been pioneering kettle-crafted culinary solutions for years. From tantalizing dips to mouth-watering sauces and more, we lead the pack in delivering high-quality, on-trend items to the entire food service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way, with passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM, let's create great dishes together.
A Rover's Buster pitching change as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. It'll be T.J. Antone coming out of the bullpen. He is pitcher number 6 for Terry Francona tonight. The big right-hander making his 14th appearance since coming up out of Louisville and recovering from his 3rd Tommy John surgery. Where's Mustard? Put some mustard on it.
Well, the Reds have a one-run lead. Antone sets, looks at the runner at second, Sheets the pitch. Down and away, ball one. Evan Sheets is the ghost runner for San Diego. Ty France is at the plate. The Reds intentionally walked him when he hit in the eighth as a pinch hitter. Antone misses with a cutter down and away, and it's 2-0. Antone staring in to get the sign. Ready at the belt, hands out away from his body, and the 2-0 pitch swung on, and boy, did France put a good swing on that fastball and fouled it straight back. 2-1. Right-hander against right-hander. Taylor next, and then Jace Bowen.
You know, Antone doesn't throw nearly as hard this time around as he did previously before his Tommy John surgeries, but he's got a little movement on that fastball.
P.J. Higgins, by the way, takes over behind the plate. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the right side. Two balls, two strikes on France. Antone sets, looks at second, and here he comes with a break-even pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a breaking ball away. One down here in the 10th.
Well, the breaking ball has been really his bread and butter since coming back up, and he throws it right out of the same arm slot, a little bit low three-quarter slot, and he just gets the right-handed hitter, France, a swing right through it.
Samad Taylor takes low, ball one. 1-0 on Taylor. Antone, the Reds' sixth pitcher of the night. There's 1-0. Taylor hits a bullet right back up the middle, off the mound into center field. Dane Myers comes up throwing. Here's his throw to the plate. It's cut off. And now they chase Taylor back to first. The game is tied at 3 again. Samad Taylor with a bullet right back up the middle. Singling into center field. Scoring Sheets from second.
He kind of got a pitch right there in the middle part of the strike zone, and Taylor put a good swing on it.
Now Jace Bowen. Originally came on as a pinch runner. Last time up, flew out to shallow right field, and Blake Dunn made that spectacular diving catch. Antone throws, swinging and a miss. The first pitch cutter over the outside corner, 0-1. And at the time, that saved the game. Padres had Machado at third base. If that ball falls in, that would have won it for San Diego. But instead, Dunn made the spectacular game-saving catch. Picked to first, chases the runner Taylor back to the bag, just barely. Close, but he got back. The Reds thinking about challenging. They won't. Each team does get a challenge back, an ABS challenge, that is. 0-1 the count on Bowen. Boy, that was close at first. Antone the hold. Long hold. Now he throws, the runner goes. The pitch is in. Throw to second. Not in time. Samad Taylor has his second stolen base of the year. And he's only been up for a little while. It was a good throw from Higgins. A little bit high. And now the winning run in scoring position with one out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bowen. Antone deals. way outside of the breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, watch Taylor at second base now. This young man has had more than 280 stolen bases in the minor leagues. Top 40 stolen bases in a year many times. And with 1 out, he might be thinking about going to third.
2-1. Swung on, popped up, foul. First base side out of play.
That's especially true when you factor in the fact that T.J. Antone is primarily a breaking ball pitcher. It's a good pitch to run on.
2-2 on Bowen. The right-hander sets. And the 2-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. Got him looking with a breaking ball. Froze him. Started it in off the plate, broke it back to the inside corner, and he locked up Jace Bowen for strike 3. 2 down here in the 10th inning. There have been a million strikeouts in this game. The Reds have struck out 12. The Padres have struck out 15. First pitch, low and outside. That is the pitchers. Now 13 strikeouts with that strikeout of Bowen. Reds pitchers have struck out 13. Padres pitchers 15. Freddie Fermin at the plate. Runner at second. 2 outs. 10th inning. And Antone throws. Strike called on the inside corner. The count is even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Almost a 1:15 back in Cincinnati. How we doing? 1 ball, 1 strike. Antone's pitch, a little bit low and outside. And it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count.
Be a nice way to celebrate last call with a win.
Here's Antone's 2-1 pitch. Swung on, and it's hit well. Deep left field. Fermin drives it back to Bleday. On the track, he's got it. Fermin flirting with a home run in his 4th straight game, but left it just short, and Bleday runs it down. Well, they say the ball doesn't carry deeper into the night here in San Diego. Maybe at 6:40, it's gone. Here at 10:15, it's on the track for a fly out to end the Padres' 10th. Tied at 3 as we go to the 11th in San Diego on the Reds Radio Network.
Preferred Equipment has been America's #1 name in farm, ranch, and rodeo equipment for over 50 years. Equipment bearing the Preferred name is crafted to make chores faster, safer, and easier for both the cow and the cowboy. Hinton Mills continues to be Kentucky's most trusted Preferred dealer. Stop in at any of Hinton Mills' 6 locations to see Preferred squeeze chutes, palp cages, sweep systems, working alleys, and panels. No one knows Preferred livestock equipment better than the Hinton Mills team and our Preferred certified employees. Hinton Mills, your authorized Preferred dealer.
Double M Seamless Gutter and Gutter Cleaning specializes in the replacement of existing gutters, gutter repair, and gutter installation for new construction. We carry 7 different color options in stock at no additional charge. We can also take care of gutter cleaning and maintenance of existing gutters and can clean up to 40 foot. We don't climb and use no water to clean your gutter. We are a fully insured gutter installer for both residential and commercial structures. Give us a call at 606-584-5608 or like us on Facebook.
The Maysville Mason County Landfill offers roll-off services with 20-yard, 30-yard, and 40-yard containers available, as well as a recycling center and waste tire drop-off. The Maysville Mason County Landfill is open on Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3:50 p.m. and Saturday morning from 8 to 11:50. The Maysville Mason County Landfill is permitted to accept waste from all Buffalo Trace counties, as well as 7 counties in Ohio, including Brown and Adams counties. The Maysville Mason County Landfill, 7055 Clarkson Sherman Road.
Trauma can have devastating and lasting effects on an individual's life. Finding support is important to begin healing. Women's Crisis Center is excited to offer a support group for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault. Call 564-6708 to register.
Well, a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Padres will be a left-hander, a very accomplished Japanese closer. Yuki Matsui comes on.
Blake Dunn is the Reds runner at second base. J.J. Bleday at the plate. First pitch in for strike from Matsui. 0-1.
Matsui is only 5'8", 165 pounds, but
They challenged the pitch. It was called a strike, and it is a strike. The Reds will lose their challenge.
He's been, over the course of his career in Japan, one of the most accomplished closers ever.
Matsui sets. And the 0-1 pitch. Just off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on J.J. Bleday, who is 1 for 5 tonight. Matsui looks back at second, and here he comes with a 1-1. Swung on, it's hit in the air, deep toward the right field corner. On the run, the right fielder Bowen near the line. He'll make the catch. Dunn will tag up at second. He'll easily make it to third. And Bleday advances the runner. So he sent that one pretty deep into the right field corner, but as you get later at night, the ball just doesn't carry as well, as I mentioned on Fermin's long fly ball last inning.
Tell you what does carry, the throw by Bowen was very strong. He got quite a gun out there.
Pretty strong. Now the go-ahead run at third. Sal Stewart's at the plate. Crowd has thinned considerably. Matsui readies, he throws. And Stewart whacks one to center field. It's well struck. Merrill going back. Merrill looks up. That's gone! Sal Stewart launches it out of here to straightaway center field. And the Reds have a 5-3 lead. He gave it a long ride, and he just got it over the wall. And like we said, this time of day, you've really got to tag it to get it out of here. And Sal did just that. He got a split in the heart of the plate. He didn't miss it. That'll bring Dane Myers to the plate. Matsui sets. Now goes to work against Myers. The pitch is in there for a called strike. Sal's 13th home run of the year. RBIs 41 and 42 for Sal. The 0-1. Low and outside. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matsui has the sign. Here comes the 1-1. And he misses down and away. Myers ahead of the count. 2 balls and a strike. Sal's fired up that third base dugout now. He admired it. Matsui's 2-1. On the outside corner, called a strike. The Reds don't have a challenge. Myers wanted to. He thought that was outside. Tapped his cap. It was outside. But now the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. And Matsui to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider down and in. Myers strikes out. Now 2 away in the 11th. Looking at the Padres' 11th inning, they will have Sungmoon Song, the number 9 hitter, and then back to the top in Fernando Tatis Jr. and Jackson Merrill, but they'll need 2. Freddie Fermin, their catcher, is going to be their ghost runner. Spencer Steers at the plate. He scored as the ghost runner in the 10th. The pitch to Steer. Fastball strike on the outside corner with a split. 0-1. All-Star voting underway. You can make your favorite players All-Stars. Cast your vote Sportcaster 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily. Swinging and a miss. Visit MLB.com/vote if you want to vote. 0-2 the count on Spencer Steer. Well, he's due, and he's 0 for 5. He struck out 3 times tonight. Zach Maxwell is getting ready for the 11th inning in the Reds bullpen. Matsui's 0-2 pitch. Fastball up and away, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. 1-2 on Steer. Will Benson's on deck. And the left-hander's 1-2 to Steer. And he missed off the outside corner with that split. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield is straight away. The left-hander's 2-2. Swinging a bouncer over the mound. Charging the second baseman, Tatis has to lunge for it. Gloves backhanded and throws in time. Good stretch by Sheets to keep his toe on the bag to get the out of Steer. And the inning is over. So the Reds get 2 on the Sal Stewart 2-run home run. And we head to the bottom of the 11th inning. Reds trying to hold on, leading the Padres 5-3 in San Diego on the Reds radio network.
Hot dogs! Get your bar-ass hot dogs here! Fresh off the grill, mustard, ketchup, relish. Don't let your day go dogless.
Nothing goes with baseball like a hot dog. And nothing goes on your bun like Bar S. America's #1 selling hot dog. And the official 3-2-1 hot dog of the Cincinnati Reds.
At Cincinnati Children's, we're more than a hospital. We're your hometown health system with a global impact. Every day, we care for every child who walks through our doors because every child deserves the care we give. But we can't do it alone. Donor support is critical, especially now. Join us in making a difference for kids here at home and around the world. Visit CincinnatiChildren's.org/give today.
For help with your life insurance, retirement, and investment needs, Western and Southern is somewhere you want to be. With one of the strongest life insurance groups in the world, you can feel confident about protecting your loved ones with whole, term, and universal life insurance solutions. Western and Southern is also here to help plan your future retirement with investing strategies that may help grow your wealth too. Visit westernsouthern.com/rest assured to get started.
Never smiling, never gentle on my mind.
Well, it is lonely down there in the Reds bullpen because Terry Francona has just about used every one of his relievers that started the game down there. They are now down to pitcher number 7 in the ball game. It'll be Zach Maxwell, Big Sugar, coming in for game number 6. He's a strikeout artist, but he also has some control issues. And he's got a 2-run lead with which to work. Wolver's Mustard. Put some mustard on it, Zach.
Freddie Fermin's the runner at second. The batter is Sungwoon Song. Left-handed hitting shortstop. First pitch to Song. Fastball in there for a called strike at 99. 0-1 on Song. It's Song, Tatis Jr., and Jackson Merrill. Maxwell, the pause, the belt. After a look at second, he deals, and it's a fastball in there for strike called. 99 again. Check swing.
I imagine the scouting report on Maxwell's been passed all around the Padre dugout, and they're thinking, all right, this guy's got no control. But all of a sudden now, if he finds a strike zone, they're more apt to just maybe not swing.
Maxwell's 0-2. Swinging a foul back. Breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wandy Peralta, the former Red, is throwing now in the Padre bullpen. The Reds have 2 left in their pen. Probably only one's available. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air. Right field and shallow. Out goes the second baseman. It'll actually stay on the infield dirt. And Spencer Steer at first will make the catch on the back edge of the dirt for the first out of the 11th. One down. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network.
Sports 1240 WFTM Maysville, your home for Cincinnati Reds baseball and the best in local, state, and national sports coverage.
Maxwell's first pitch to Tatis. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a cutter down and away for ball one. Tatis has 4 hits tonight. He's 4 for 5, and he was showing bunt on the first pitch. He's also been their hottest hitter. Scored a run back in the third. 1-0. Right back up the middle, but there's the second baseman Arroyo near the bag to a knee to field it and throws to first in time to get the out. Actually, Maxwell did a really nice job to pull his glove back after initially bending down to try to make the play, to let it go. Smart decision. Now 2 down. Fermin does move up to third base, but with 2 away, here's Merrill representing the tying run. You just try to keep the tying run at the plate. Maxwell fires. And it's in there for a called strike on a first pitch fastball, and the count is 0-1.
He is throwing strikes, and this is what the Reds have been waiting for.
He has been filling up the zone. Maxwell fires at home. Way low and inside. His 8th pitch. That one at 101, and it was only his second pitch out of the zone. Maxwell ready. His 1-1. Swung on in the air. Center field. Playable. Dane Myers is there and under it, and he's got it. That's it. Reds win it 5-3, and Sal Stewart, the hero, with his 2-run go-ahead home run in the 11th inning. First save of Zach Maxwell's career caps a 5-3 losing streak-breaking win for the Reds. Once again, final score 5-3. Reds over the Padres in 11, and we're back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
This is Britt Combes, environmentalist with the Buffalo Trace District Health Department. I work behind the scenes every day to protect your health and our environment. Whether it's inspecting restaurants, septic systems, public swimming pools, or help preventing disease, I'm committed to keeping our communities safe and healthy. Learn more about how we are working for you at BuffaloTraceDistrictHealth.com or call 606-564-9447.
Did you know that anyone can make a referral to Hospice of Hope? It's true. You don't have to wait for a physician to bring up the conversation. If you or someone you know is struggling with a life-limiting condition, we can have one of our specialized nurses make visits to your home to determine if you would benefit from our services. We often hear from our families. We wish we had called you sooner. Call Hospice of Hope, serving counties in Kentucky and Ohio at 1-800-928-4848.
This is David Irie, president of the David Irie Foundation. I suffered a spinal cord injury playing baseball my senior year of high school. Since then, we created the David Irie Foundation, which raises money for spinal cord injury research and also high school scholarships based on awareness and preventing spinal cord injuries. If you would like to check us out or donate, look us up at DIF35.org or check us out on Facebook at Team Irie. That's Team IERY.
Whether it's a natural disaster devastating thousands or a home fire affecting a family, the American Red Cross is there. I'm Jennifer Adrio, CEO of the Kentucky Region Red Cross. Help us as we celebrate 100 years in Kentucky. Contact your local Red Cross today.
Well, the losing streak is in the rearview mirror now. The Reds snapped their 5-game skid with a thrilling 5-3 win over the Padres tonight in San Diego. For the Reds, 5 runs on 8 hits with no errors, and the Reds left 14 men on base. The Padres, 3 runs on 12 hits with 1 error. They stranded 13. Winning pitcher this game's T.J. Antone. He's 1-0. Losing pitcher is Matsui. Yuki Matsui falls to 0-1. And Zach Maxwell gets his first save of his major league career. wasn't exactly a swift one. It was played in 3 hours and 48 minutes. There's a big crowd on hand, 40,469 looking on tonight in San Diego. Sal Stewart, the hero, he provides the Reds with a 2-run home run to straightaway center field to win it. Now the Reds are in a position to get a series win. Reds will have Brady Singer on the mound, and the series wrap-up tomorrow. It's the rubber match. Singer's 2-6 with 5.89 ERA. Right-hander Michael King goes to the mound for San Diego, 4-5 with a 3.41 earned run average. 4:10 first pitch. Airtime 340 across the Reds radio network. That's all we've got for you for tonight. Thanks for listening. Stick around. Yid's got more coming up on the Reds post-game show next. For Chris Welsh, our on-site engineer Bill Lippis, our studio producer back in our network headquarters, Drew Westerheide. I'm Tommy Thrall saying good night from San Diego. We'll talk to you again, I guess, in a few hours here at Petco Park on the Reds radio network. Good night.
You've been listening to Cincinnati Reds Baseball.
The Reds are on the radio.
Reds Baseball is brought to you by AAA. At home or on the road, we've got you covered. Kroger, fresh for everyone. JTM Food Group, let's create great dishes together. JTM. PNC, the official bank of the Cincinnati Reds. Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together. Western and Southern Financial Group, life insurance, retirement, and investments. Reds Baseball is also brought to you by
Primary Plus, Maysville Community and Technical College, People's Bank of Kentucky, River Valley Dental, Craig Stanfield Auctioneer and Real Estate Services, Quality Carpet.